Hello, good evening. It's me again. I'm back. I'm back early to kind of make up for the lost time of yesterday. And we started the Ministry of Justice room. So that means we're dealing with Inugami. And well, you know how we do here. Got to put the word out on the socials, so we will start in a couple of minutes as we wait at the ad break. And there's the ad break. If you're watching the VOD, skip ahead 3 minutes. Alex, welcome on in, buddy. Good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? Good to have you with me tonight. I feel that. I feel that. Wanting to be lazy right after you get home. Alright, we are back from the ad break. So let's fucking go. Let's see what this appointment of Inagami is.
実はこういうものを預かっていてね。
I actually have custody of this. A will?
つい先日、私と窮地の中にあるくくり家の主人が亡くなった。
Just the other day, one of my oldest friends, the head of the Kukuri family, passed away.
これはその主人が残した遺言状だ。
This is his last will and testament.
今日これから遺族の前で遺言状を公開することになっている。
Today, I will be reading this will to his relatives.
君には公正な第三者としてその場に立ち会ってほしい。
You will be a witness to the reading.
それが私からの依頼だよ。
That is my request.
それだけですか？
That's all?
それだけで済めばね。
If that's all there is, yes.
何か問題が？
Is there a problem?
君も知っていると思うが、ククリ家といえばこの国で一二を争う資産家だ。
I'm sure you're aware, but the Kukuri family is one of the wealthiest families there is.
当然遺産相続で動く金は莫大なものになる。
So of course, the inheritance will also be large.
国家を揺るがすほどの金額と言っても過言ではない。
I'm not exaggerating when I say the amounts could shake this entire country to its core.
そんなべらぼうな遺産の行き先がこの遺言状に記されているんだ。
And to whom that absurd fortune is going to is written here on this will.
犬神さんは遺言状の中身を知っているんですか？
That's a good one. Why did the burglar hang his mugshot on the wall? To prove that he was framed. You already know the contents of the will?
もちろん私は公的な立場でこの遺言状の作成に立ち会っているからね。
Of course. I was there as a witness when it was written up.
その上で言わせてもらうが、おそらく遺族は遺言に納得はしないだろう。
Let me say this. His descendants won't be very happy with it.
場合によっては血を見る争いになる。
It might even turn into a war.
そんな怖いことに？
That far? It's a good joke. It's a really good joke. I don't blame you.
もちろん何も起こらない可能性だってある。私としてはそうあってほしいと願っている。
Of course, nothing might happen, and I'm hoping that's the way it'll go.
いずれにせよ、遺族とは利害関係にない第三者が立会人として開封の場に必要だ。
Whatever the case, we need a completely unrelated witness to see over their proceedings.
私がその立ち会い人に？
And that's me?
そういうこと。
Exactly!
どうだい？難しくはない話だと思うが、やってみるかい？
How about it? It's not the hardest job, but will you do it?
と言っても、すでに受けると返事してもらったんだから、君は断れないけどね。
Although you've already agreed, so you can't back out now.
あくまで意気込みの確認ってところかな。
This is just me checking to see if you're enthusiastic about this.
自分のことで手一杯なのに他人の家の事情に首を突っ込んでる場合じゃないんだけど。
I'm busy with all of my stuff, so I shouldn't be bothering with some family's mess.
とはいえ、あと一歩で事件の核心に迫れるところまで来ている予感も。
Although, I do feel like I'm so close to finding out what's at the core of my incident.
犬神が私を殺した犯人ならなおさら、今ここで彼と別れてしまうわけにはいかない。
If Inugami is my killer, then I can't let him out of my sight for a moment.
彼に罪を告白させるまでどこまでもついていかなきゃ。
I have to follow him until I get his confession.
もちろんやります。
Of course I'll do it.
その言葉を待っていたよ、名探偵くん。
I was waiting to hear you say that, Mr. Great Detective.
くくり家はこのすぐ先だ。ただし、車では進めない。
The Kukuri family estate is close by, but we can't get there by car.
この森を抜けると湖に出る。
Once we pass through these woods, there is this lake.
我々が目指すくくり家の屋敷は、その湖に立つ人工島の上に建てられている。
The Kukuri mansion is in the middle of that lake on a man-made island. Oh. Alright, Alex. What do you think? You think that bridge is gonna stay intact after we get there? What do you think? Me neither.
人工島は湖面から台座のように突き出ていて、高さは15メートル程度。
The island looks like a pedestal and is 15 meters above the water.
通常、島に行くためには吊り橋を使う。
Normally, you have to use the suspension bridge to get there.
車では通れないから、橋の手前に車を置いていこう。ここからは歩きだ。
Since the cart can't use that bridge, we'll leave it here, then walk. What the fuck? They're the wealthiest anime in all of Shuten. And that's the best fucking bridge they can build? What? How are we supposed to get over this? Jesus! What the fuck? We might die walking across this bridge. Whoa, it's huge. Is that the Kukuri man-made island?
一口に金持ちと言っても、くくり家はスケールが違う。
I could call them rich, but they're on a completely different level. Yeah, so fucking different that they can't even shell out enough to build a decent bridge.
島を一つ作ってしまうんだからね。
They created an entire island after all.
その割にこの吊り橋古すぎませんか？なんか不安なんですけど。
Thank you, Ray! But don't you think this bridge looks a little old? It looks so unsteady.
他に道はないんだから、意義は認められないよ。
Why the fuck can't they build a better one? Oh, probably because they were too busy gooning to their giant stacks of money. There's no other way across. No complaining.
遺産相続会議は11時の予定だ。もたもたしていたら遅れるぞ。
The reading of the will is at 11. We'll be late if we don't hurry.
時間厳守なんて柄じゃないけど、せかされるのは嫌いでね。
I'm not strict on punctuality, but I do hate being hurried along.
じゃあ、私は先に行くからね。
I'll be going ahead then. Oh my god. This suspension bridge is very rickety. I hope it doesn't break while we're crossing. Alright, we're gonna properly investigate this. Wires in the pillar.
支柱が傷ついてるけど、本当に大丈夫なの？これ。
The supports are damaged. Is this really going to be okay?
早く来ないと置いていくよ。
If you don't hurry up, I'll leave you here.
ちょっと待って。
Hold on. I would have this rebuilt. Like, what the fuck has this family been doing with its money? I knew it!
犬神さん、急いで、急いで、橋が落ちます。
Inugami, hurry! Run! The bridge is going to collapse! We made it. You know, I just thought the bridge would have been severed after we crossed. I didn't think this would happen.
ああ、こりゃ弁償だな。 どうするんだいしもべレイ君。いきなりやらかしたな。
They want compensation for that. How will you pay, Ray Shimobe? You messed up. The fuck?
私のせいじゃありません。
It wasn't my fault!
最初から橋の支柱が折れかかっていたんです。
The supports were already breaking!
むしろこっちが慰謝料請求したいくらいですよ。
I want to sue for emotional distress!
金にがめついと嫌われるよ。
Nobody likes a greedy person, you know. Really? Because I think we're about to walk into a mansion full of greedy people. Don't you, Alex? Yeah, it was their fault. Absolutely was their fault.
そんなことより向こう岸に戻れなくなっちゃいましたよ。
Never mind that. We can't get back to the other side now.
これじゃ帰れないじゃないですか。
We can't go back.
そんな慌てなくても大丈夫だよ。島にはボートがあるらしいから。最悪それに乗って帰ればいい。
There's no need to panic. There's no need to panic. Apparently there's a boat, so we can use that.
そうなんですか。よかった。
Is that so? Good.
このまま島に閉じ込められてミコトルさんたちにも会えずにタイムリミットになるかと。
I thought I was going to be stuck here with those angels and face the time limit alone.
というかミコトルさんたちはどこ行ったの？
Where are Mikotoro and Himaru anyway?
まあ無事に帰れたら。
Well, if we get back, that is.
え？
さあ、ククリ家の屋敷はこの先だ。くれぐれも失礼のないように。
This is the Kukuri mansion. Please try to be civil.
そうそう、敷居をまたぐ前に。あの草、余ってたら少し分けてくれない？
He wants more grass! Oh my god, this guy's a riot. Alright, before we go in, can I have some more of that grass? This fucking guy!
絶対ダメです。
Absolutely not! Ray! Come on. Let him have it. Let him have the grass.
Hmm. 立派なお屋敷だろう。これがククリ家の本家だ。
It's a huge mansion, right? This is the Kukuri main house.
ククリ家当主の名はククリ清正。もちろん君も一度は聞いたことのある名だろう。
The head of the family was Kiyomasa Kukuri. I'm sure you've heard that name before.
清正氏は亡くなるまでずっとククリ化学薬品工業の会長の座に君臨していた。
Before he died, he was the CEO of Kukuri Pharmaceuticals.
ククリ化学薬品工業は主に医療用や工業用の薬品を作っている会社だ。
Kukuri Pharmaceuticals mainly focuses on medical and industrial medicines and chemicals.
清正氏の死因は中毒死らしい。工場で使用していた重金属類が体内に蓄積したことが原因だ。
Kiyomasa apparently died of poisoning, the result of heavy metal use within his company.
最近はかなり衰弱していて、そのせいか自分の死期を悟っていたようだ。
He'd become so weak that he seemed to know when he was going to die.
それで今から3ヶ月ほど前に遺書作成の相談を私に持ちかけてきた。
That was about 3 months ago when I was brought in to help with his will. We'll just ask, is there anything suspicious?
ご主人の死に疑いの余地はないんですか？
Is there anything suspicious about his death?
なかなか鋭い質問だね。
What a pointed question.
もちろん私も謀殺の可能性を疑ってはみたが、その可能性は低いと見ている。
Of course I considered premeditated murder, but that seems unlikely.
何しろ本人が生前にそれを否定しているんだ。
At any rate, Kiyomasa himself denied it would ever happen.
彼の体内に蓄積した重金属の量は30年かけてようやく溜まる量だそうだ。
The heavy metals in his body slowly accumulated over 30 years before finally killing him.
一度に摂取できる量じゃない。つまり誰かが遺産を狙って一服持ったという可能性は低い。
They weren't at levels you could force into someone at once. That's why the chance is low.
長年真面目に仕事をしてきた勲章だと本人は笑っていたよ。
Kiyomasa laughed and said it was a badge of honor, one that showed how hard he worked. No, that's not a badge of
遺
honor.
産ってどれくらいなんですか？
By the way, just how much is the inheritance?
教団本部ビルを10棟建てても余るくらいと言えば伝わるかな。
You could build 10 buildings like our headquarters and still have money left over.
資産段階でそれだから実際にはもっとあるだろうね。
That's just an estimation. It's probably more than that.
想像もつかないですね。
I can't even imagine.
犬神様、ご足労ありがとうございます。
Mr. Hinugami, thank you for coming all this way.
いや、今日も可愛いね。
Hey, as cute as always. Dude, really, don't hit on the hired help. Yeah, you told me. How did the muffins come out?
誰だっけ？
Who are you again?
ご主人様のお世話をさせていただいていた住み込みメイドの水野よりです。
I was in charge of serving the master. I am the maid, Yori Mizuno.
我には終天教のご加護あり。
Blessed be the Shuten order.
そうそう、水野くんね。前より可愛いから全く気づかなかったよ。
Oh, right, Mizuno. You're so much cuter now that I didn't recognize you.
そうそう。私の横にいるのは立会人の下部玲君。後でみんなの前で紹介するよ。
Oh, right, this is our witness, Rei Shimobe. I'll introduce him to everyone later. Yes, you can bonk him. You are totally allowed to bonk him.
すでに皆さん大広間でお待ちです。すぐに移動されますか？
The family is gathered in the Great Hall. Will you be heading there directly?
うん、そうしよ
Good bonk. Yeah, let's.
う。それじゃあ、お邪魔します。遺言状のお届けです。
Sorry for barging in, everyone. I'm here with the will.
水野さん、
はい。何か。
Yes? What is it?
とても言いづらいんですけど、ここに来る途中、吊り橋が落ちてしまったんです。
This is awkward for me to say, but while we were coming here, the bridge gave out.
それは大変。お怪我はありませんでしたか？
Oh my! Are you injured at all?
先ほど大きな音がしましたけど、橋が落ちる音だったんですね。
I did hear a loud bang earlier, so it was the bridge.
だいぶ老朽化していたので、いつ壊れるかと不安でしたが。
It was so old that I was worried when it would finally collapse.
今日ここに来ている方たちは歩いて帰れないかもしれません。
It looks like everyone here won't be able to walk back.
皆さん、今日はお泊まりの予定なので、その点は心配ありませんが。
Don't worry, everyone was planning on staying here, but...
とりあえず、使用人と一緒に吊り橋を確認してまいります。
Anyway, I shall take one of our servants with me and check the bridge.
下部様は大広間へお急ぎください。皆さんお待ちですので。
Mr. Shimobe, you should hurry to the Great Hall. Everyone will be waiting for you.
ああ、はい、わかりました。
Ah, right. I'll go.
Ah, 来た来た。どこ行ってたんだ？
Ah, there he is. Where have you been?
お待たせしてすみません。
I'm sorry for making you wait.
うわ、空気が重い。
Whoa, the mood's gloomy in here.
成り行きで来ちゃったけど、黙って立ってればいいんだよね。
I came here just to follow Inugami, but all I have to do is stay quiet and watch, right?
なるべくややこしいことには関わらないようにして、自分のことだけを考えよう。
Not you shivering a bit. I don't want to get caught up in some crazy mess, so I'll just keep to myself.
壁にかかっている肖像画、あれが当主だったくくり清正？
That portrait on the wall, is that Kiyomasa Kukuri?
厳しそうな人だな。私とは正反対のタイプって感じ。
He seems like the strict type, the complete opposite of me.
それはともかく、私の目的はあくまで犬神だ。
Putting that aside, my aim is Inugami.
彼を逃さないためにも、今は彼に従っておかないと。
I just have to follow his orders, just so he doesn't get away with this.
それでは当初より予定していた遺産相続会議をそろそろ始めたいと思うんですが。
Well, I would like to start the reading of the will, if I may.
ちょっと待ってください、犬神さん。弟が一人まだ来てない。
Wait, Inugami, one of my brothers isn't here. Kukuri Estate eldest son, Yoichi Kukuri.
あいつ何やってんだ。誰か呼びに行ったか。
What is he up to? Did someone call him?
昔からあいつはとろくて何をやらせてもダメなんだ。
He's always been a sloth. He always messes up everything we ask him to do.
遺産を受け取る資格はないな。
He has no right to claim any of this inheritance.
会議に遅れたら遺産はなしってことでよくない？
If he makes us late, he should lose his portion of the inheritance, don't you think? Kukuri Estate's second son, Tsukijiro Kukuri.
俺が受け取る金は一体何億になるだろう。
I wonder how many millions I'll be getting.
その分私がもらっても構いませんわよね。
I wouldn't mind receiving that much either. Yoriichi Kukuri's wife, Miki Kukuri.
私だって同じ家系に属していますもの。そうじゃありませんこと？
I belong to this family too, you know. Don't you forget it.
会長はいつも会社のことを第一に考えていました。
The CEO always put the company first. Kukuri Pharmaceuticals executive, Maru Suzu. Maruo.
会長の遺産は何より会社のために使われるべき。会長はそうお考えのはず。
Therefore, his money should go to the company. I'm sure that's what he had in mind.
バカなことを言うな。なんで家族以外のやつに遺産を配らなきゃならん。
What nonsense. Why would we give our money to anyone outside the family?
会長のお金は会社のお金。それを私利私欲で消費しようなど少子千万。
The CEO's money is the company's money. To use it for self-interest is ridiculous. And the vultures are now fighting over what's left. Who could have seen this coming?
すず、次期会長が誰か分かってての発言か？
Suzu, that sounds like you know who the next CEO is.
少なくともここには会長ほどの器をお持ちのお方は見当たらないようですが。
Not me, totally not me neither. At the very least, I do not see anyone here worthy enough to take up that role.
貴様。
Damn you.
無駄な争いはやめましょうよ。
Let's stop this pointless bickering. The Korea State private doctor, Miyabi Shitatori.
私たちがどう騒ごうと遺言状はもう書かれた後ですし。
It doesn't matter how much we argue, the will has already been written.
ご主人が生前最も信頼していたのは誰か、それだけのシンプルな話でしょう。
Yeah, he is. It's just a simple matter of who he trusted the most during his life.
分かった風な口を聞くじゃない。
You say that like you know something.
そもそもただのかかりつけ医がなんでここにいるのかね。
Why is the doctor here anyway?
あわよくば遺産ゲットできるかもなんて思っちゃったりなんかして。
Perhaps he thought there was a chance that you might be an inheritor?
場違いも甚だしい。
How inappropriate.
大金がかかってるだけあってみんなギスギスしてる。
Everyone's on edge because of the huge fortune that's on the line.
殴り合いの喧嘩にならなきゃいいけど。
I hope it doesn't turn into a brawl.
とにかく早く終わってくれないかな。
At any rate, I just want this over and done with ASAP.
では弟くんを待っている間に遺産相続会議の立ち会い人を紹介しておこう。
Well, while we're waiting on the youngest, why don't I introduce the witness?
こちらしもべえれいくん。こう見えて優秀な探偵だ。
This is Ray Shimobe. He doesn't look it, but he's an excellent detective. Oh dear God, we've got a knives out situation on our hands here.
どうも。
別に必要ないでしょ。立ち会い人なんて。
We don't need a witness.
遺言が正式に認められるには立ち会い人が必要なんだ。そういうルールのもとに。
In order for a will to be read, a witness is required. That is the rule.
大変です。
Help! Kukuriya State employee Kamado Domon. Oh no.
シャロー桟橋でえらいことに。
At the jetty below! Something terrible has happened!
要領を得ないぞ、ドモン。落ち着いて話せ。
Be more precise, Domon. Take a breath before you speak.
へい、坊ちゃま。
Yes, young master.
ついさっきのことですが、大きな物音がしたので確認したら、吊り橋が落ちていまして。
Only a few moments ago, I heard a huge crash, and when I checked, the bridge was gone.
それ
That was...
何？吊り橋が？
What? The bridge?
あのいまいましい橋やっと落ちたのね。
That damn bridge. Finally gone, huh?
じゃあとっとと直せばいいだろう。何のためにお前を雇ってると思ってる？
Then all you need to do is fix it, right? That's why we employed you.
へえ、その通りなんですが、問題は吊り橋の方じゃなくて。
Yes, that's right, but the problem's not the bridge.
消えたいな。早く言え。
Stop blabbering and just say it.
橋が落ちた湖面を確認するために桟橋に行ってみたら、
I went to the jetty to check the fallen bridge.
ボートの上で製造坊ちゃんが死んでるんです。
And on the boat was young Master Seizo, and he was dead. Oh my god. A
製造が？
A body has been discovered! I don't think we did, Alex.
死んでる。
He's dead?
これは一大事だ。
Well, well, this is serious.
遺産相続会議はひとまず中断して製造君の様子を見に行こうか。
We'll suspend the will reading for now and go see what happened to Seizo.
ドモン、案内しろ。
Domon, show us. Yes, sir.
ほらね、しもべれい君。私の言った通りになっただろう。
See, Rei Shimobe? Things turned out the way I said they would. You mean you predicted the bridge would fall out and someone would show up dead?
しかし、私が考えていたよりも殺人犯はせっかちなようだね。
Although the murderer seems to be more impatient than I thought.
そして想像以上にクレイジーだ。
Not to mention, crazier than I imagined.
まさか遺言状を開封する前に一人葬り去ってしまうとは。
I never thought one of them would die before the reading. I'm gonna elaborate. You saw this coming?
犬神さんにはこうなることが分かってたんですか？
You knew that things would turn out this way?
だから言ったじゃないか。血を見る争いになるって。
I said so, remember? It might turn into a war. You know, he's not wrong. You know, he certainly did consider the possibility.
だったら止めることだってできたんじゃないですか？
Then you could have stopped it from happening.
無茶言うなよ。私はあくまで部外者だ。家族の問題に介入する術はない。
Don't be so absurd. I am an outsider. I can't interfere with family matters.
少なくとも遺言状を開封するまではね。
Until the will is open, that is.
だってそうだろ。それがセオリーってもんだ。
Right? That's just how things are done.
それにこの方が盛り上がるじゃないか。
Besides, this way is much more exciting.
盛り上がる？何を言って。
Exciting? What on earth?
犬神の先生、桟橋はこっちです。
Mr. Inugami, the bridge is this way.
うん、今行くよ。
Okay, I'm coming.
さあ、下部玲君も一緒に行こう。立会人として状況を把握しておくべきだろう。
Shall we go, Rei Shimobe? As the witness, you should be aware of all the facts too.
いやいや、それとも名探偵として？
Ah, should I say, as a great detective. I mean, look, we all saw... Every route thus far has been an homage to a different genre of visual novel, right, Alex? So it's like as soon as we saw this mansion, we knew something like this was going to happen. Alright? A wealthy family on a secluded island ahead of a will reading. You know, the pieces are all there. This game does, however, put its own spin on things. So, you know, it does that. So we'll see what unique twist is coming relatively soon.
「波一つない静かな湖面の上で小さなボートが揺れている。
A small boat rocked gently on the still lake.
その中に横たわる男性。
Inside it lay a man.
彼が亡くなっていることは一目瞭然だった。
I could tell that he was dead immediately.
なぜならその腹の中心に大きなナタのようなものが突き立てられていたからだ。
There was a huge machete thrust into his abdomen.
その目は恐ろしいほど見開かれ、まるで私たちを睨むようにじっとこちらを見つめていた。
His eyes were frozen open as if glaring at us, forever staring.
製造。
本当にそれ製造さんなの？
Is that really Seizo?
土門さん、もう少しボートを桟橋に寄せてくれないか。
Domon, could you pull the boat a little closer to the jetty?
ええ、
Yes.
「ダメですね。完全になくなっています。
It's no good. He's gone.
見りゃわかるって。
I could see that.
なんで死んだのかとか、いつ死んだのかとか。
Why did he die? Or when did he die?
そういう肝心なことはわからないのかよ、やぶ医者。
You don't know? That's the most important bit, you damn quack!
申し訳ないですけど、死体は専門外でして。
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not a medical examiner.
とはいえ、まだぬくもりが感じられるので、死亡したのは数時間以内と見ていいでしょう。
However, he's still warm, so I could say that his death was in the past few hours.
死因については、このナタ以外に考えられますか？
Cause of death would be the machete, right?
どうしてこんなことに。まさか本当に遺言状のせいで。
Why did this happen? Is it because of the will?
そしてこれはただの事故死とは思えない異様な死に方だった。
And this doesn't look like it was an accident. It's too strange.
本当に殺されたの？
Was he really killed? Well, we have to investigate the body.
怖いけど、もう少しだけ近くで。
I'm scared, but if I could get a bit closer.
そこのお前、部外者が近づくんじゃない。
Hey, you! Outsiders should stay out!
すみません。
Sorry.
おい、水野。警備省に連絡はしたのか？
Hey, Mizuno, did you contact the Ministry of Security? Oh, wait. Calling it now. All lines of communication in and out of the island are disabled. Let's find out if I'm right. No.
とっとと通報してこいよ。この役立たず。
Then get on it! You're so goddamn useless. Bro, don't be mean to the help.
すみません。でも怖くて足が。
I'm so sorry, but I'm so scared that my legs...
大丈夫ですか？
Are you alright?
脳なしが。お前にできるのはじいさんの世話だけか。
You dimwit. Are you only good at taking care of old farts?
お前が代わりに死ねばよかったのに。
You should have died instead of him. Oh, wow, dude. I mean, it is a secluded... Yeah, exactly. Wow, this dude... You know, if he's not the killer, I kind of want him to die next.
お前をここに住まわせておく理由はもうない。遺産相続会議をもってクビだ。
There's no reason for you to live here anymore. Once the reading's done, you're fired.
そんな。
But...
つうかさ、この女が製造をやったんじゃないの？
Hey, don't you think that woman did say so in?
製造にちょっかいかけられて拒否ってたらしいじゃん。
Apparently, Seizo used to hit on her a bit and she turned him down.
俺全部知ってんだからな。お前が殺したんだろ。
I've already figured it out. You killed him, right?
違います。私はそんな。
No, I didn't. I would never.
殺し？じゃあ彼は殺されたっていうのかね？
Killed? So you were saying he was murdered? You really can't look at a dead body with a knife sticking out of it and not make that assumption?
まあ、この死に方を見たら、ただの事故死には見えませんよね。
Well, considering how he died, it was no accident.
殺人？明らかに教義の違反ではないか。
A murder? That is a clear violation of the doctrines.
ほんとおぞましいやつ。この女、異教
Yeah,
だ
that
ね
too. That too. How disgusting. Isn't this woman also a heretic?
教義の違反？
A violation of the doctrines?
ああ、そうか。ここは宗教国家だから教義が法律ってことなのかな。
Ah, I see. This is a very religious household, so the doctrine is law here, right?
でも異教徒ってのは 確か教団の思想に反する危険な人たちだっけ？
Heretics. Those are dangerous people who oppose the beliefs of the order.
殺人をしたから異教徒？それどういう意味なんだろう？
One who murders is then a heretic by default? What does that mean exactly?
犯人が異教徒かどうかはともかく、今日は私たちにとって大切な遺産相続会議の日ですのよ。
Putting that aside for now, this is an important day for us. The will reading, remember?
それを台無しにするなんて、遺産と無関係なものの仕業としか考えられませんわね。
I can't think of anyone other than an outsider who would try to ruin that for us.
水野、やはり貴様。
Mizuno, you really did.
父に取り入ってのうのうと屋敷暮らしを享受するだけでは飽き足らず。
You buttered up our father because you weren't content with just living here anymore. What?
くくり家の遺産にまで手をつけようというわけか。
And tried to get your hands on our inheritance, right?
私は何もやってません。
I haven't done anything.
もうどっちでもいいからさ、この島から出てけよ。
Oh, who cares? Either way, get off our island.
なんなら今から泳いで帰る？そうしなよ。なあ。シュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュ。
Or how about you swim back right now? Do it! Alright, I'm gonna step in and protect her.
ちょっとお二人とも何を考えてるんですか？
Hey! Just what are you two thinking?
水野さんはやっていないと言っています。彼女の主張も聞くべきじゃないですか？
Mizu just said she didn't do it. Shouldn't you hear her explanation first?
はあ？立会人が何のつもりだ？君はあくまでも公正な第三者なんだろう？
What's your angle, witness? You're just a third party.
だったら僕たちの問題に口を出すな。
So keep your trap shut.
でも公正な第三者として言わせてもらえば、
But as a third party, please let me say,
根拠もなく水野さんを犯人扱いするのはフェアとは言えません。
it's not fair to Mizuno to treat her like a murderer without any proof.
君、空気を読んでくれたまえ。子供じゃないんだから。
Read the room. We're not kids here.
とりあえず、その女が犯人ということでよかろう。
Anyway, we all agree that woman is the murderer?
後のことは警備省に通報して彼らに任せよう。
All we need to do is contact the Ministry of Security and let them deal with her.
それより、目下の事案は遺産だよ。こんなことで遺産相続会議が中止になったら大問題だぞ。
Let's focus on the inheritance. If the will reading is cancelled now, it'll be a huge headache.
会社的にはそれこそ死人が出るレベルだ。
At the company, people might end up dying.
何を言ってるんですか？こんなことで済ませていい問題では。
What are you talking about? This isn't something you can just brush aside.
貴様、さっきから何様のつもりだ？
Just who do you think you are?
犬神さん、この立会人は随分と自己主張が過ぎるようだ。
Inugami, this witness of yours is quite opinionated.
もはや中立性も疑わしい。犯罪者と一緒にこの島から追い出すべきではないかね。
I don't think he can be neutral anymore. Shall we kick him off the island too?
追い出す？私を？
Kick me off too?
そうだね。実は私も下部玲君のことをそんなによく知らないんだよね。
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know Rei Shimobe all that well either.
犬神さん。
Wow.
皆さんはこうおっしゃっているけど、どうする？
You heard what they said, but what will you do?
どうもこうもありませんよ。私は間違ったことは言ってないはずです。
There's nothing else to do. I haven't said anything wrong here.
下部様、私のことはいいですから、どうか自分の役目を全うしてください。
Mr. Shimobe, don't worry about me. Just do what you have to do.
水野さん。
Miss Mizuno.
レイちゃん、レイち
Oh, here they are.
こっちこっち、上だよ。
This way! Up here!
ヒメルさん、ミコトルさん、あんなところにいつの間に
Himeru, Mikotoru, when did you get here?
どうした急に。
Hmm? What's up? Alright. I'm gonna throw caution in the wind and head for the Angels.
犬神さん、5分だけ待ってください。ちょっと頭を冷やしてきます。
Inugami, wait 5 minutes. I want to clear my head.
5分は長いな。3分にして。
5 minutes is a long time. Make it 3.
わかりました。
Fine.
2人とも今までどこに行ってたんですか？もう心細かったじゃないですか。
Just where have you two been? You left me all along.
いや、法務省幹部の彼、なかなか勘が鋭そうでね。
That Ministry of Justice guy is a sharp one.
余計な勘繰りをされないように、極力姿を隠しておこうと思って。
We didn't want him to get suspicious of you, so we hid ourselves.
そうだったんですか。
Really?
お二人がいない間に犬神からいろいろと情報を引き出すことができました。
While you two were away, I managed to get all sorts of information from him.
まだ罪の告白には至っていませんけど。
Although I still haven't gotten him to confess yet. Alright, we'll talk with the more annoying one first.
また面倒ごとに巻き込まれてるみたいね。
It looks like you've gotten yourself into another right mess!
ええ、遺産相続をめぐって殺人事件が起きてしまったみたいで。
Yeah, it looks like someone was murdered because of a will reading.
私はただの立ち会い人としてここに来ただけなんですけど。
I came here to just be a witness, but
トラブルばっかよね、レイちゃんってば。
you're nothing but trouble, aren't you, Ray?
まあ、もともと殺されちゃってるくらいだし、当然か。
Well, you were also murdered, so I guess it's to be expected.
っていうかぶっちゃけ、ここで誰が死のうとほっとけばいいんじゃない？
To be honest, shouldn't you let whoever wants to die just die?
他人の殺人事件なんかに構ってる場合じゃないでしょう。
You don't have the time to be solving another murder case. She's not. Yeah. Every route we go on, something crazy happens. This is a fucked up country with fucked up people running it. Possibly including the founder.
わかってますよ。
I know that.
でもあんな風に理不尽に責められている人を見たら口を出さずにはいられないでしょ。
But I just couldn't keep quiet after seeing someone be blamed for something without proof.
それが人間ってものじゃないんですか？
Isn't that what makes me human? Ah, ha 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 ha! Oh, you sweet summer child, Ray.
いや、それはどうかな。
I'm not so sure about that.
え？
What?
今考えうる最悪のケースは、誰かが冤罪で捕まることじゃない。
Someone going down for something they didn't do is not the worst case scenario.
ましてや、遺産がどうなろうと、全く君には関係ない。
Also, what happens with the inheritance has nothing to do with you.
危惧しなければならないのは、ここで君と犬神キシルとの関係が断たれることだ。
What you need to be focused on is not losing your current connection with Kirishu Inugami.
わかってますよ。
I know that.
でもこのままだと邪魔者として島を追い出されてしまいますよ。
But with things as they are, I'm about to be kicked off the island for being a nuisance. Yeah, I laughed too, the irony. We all remember how the Ministry of Healthcare route ended.
参ったな。やれやれ。追い出されないようにするには、君が事件の解決役として名乗り出るしかなさそうだな。
Yeah. Domo arigato, Shuten Robato. Looks like all you can do is say that you can solve this case. Me? Solve this case?
はったりだよ、はったり。君が本当に解決できるかどうかはこの際問題じゃない。
You'll be bluffing, of course. It doesn't really matter if you can at all.
とにかくここを追い出されずに犬神騎士に関わり続けるには解決役に立候補することだ。
Anyway, in order to stay and keep watch on Kirishu Unigami, say that you can.
操作の真似事をしろって言うんですか？何の知識も持ってない私が？
Are you telling me to pretend to investigate? I don't know anything about that.
ごちゃごちゃ言ってる時間はないわ。
You don't have the time to kick up a fuss now.
さあ早くパパッと片付けて本来の仕事に戻らなきゃ。
Now go! Fix this and get back to your real job.
そんなパパッといかないから困ってるんです。
But I can't just fix this, that's the problem.
仕方ないわね。
What am I gonna do with you?
こういう時のためにとっておきの神の力があるんだけど、
There's a power of God that you can use for times like this.
それなりに覚悟が必要なのよね。一度使ったら引き返せないし。
But you need to be prepared. Once you start using it, you can't go back.
覚悟ならもう命を投げ出した時に決めてます。それ以上の覚悟が必要なんですか？
Prepared? I was prepared the moment my life was taken from me. Is that enough?
それもそうね。じゃあ今こそ使っちゃう？
That's true. You want to use it now?
世界に秘められた真意を開示する究極の神の力。
The one that reveals the hidden truths of the world, the ultimate divine power of God.
目視の力を。
The power of revelation. Why can't we just use this to solve our fucking murder?
目視。
Revelation?
言っとくけど、目視は今までのとは一味違うわ。
Let me tell you, revelation is different from any power you've used before.
何
Yeah,
しろ
game logic.
世界の秘密を暴く力なんだから。
That's because it's the power to uncover the secrets of the world.
あなたがそれを必要とするとき、世界があなたにそれを示すのよ。
When you need the truth, the world will reveal it to you.
つまり、殺人事件の捜査にうってつけの世界になるわ。
In other words, this vision will turn the world into the perfect place to investigate.
よく意味がわかりませんけど。
I don't really get it, but
まあ実際に試してみた方が早いだろう。
you'll understand more quickly if you just try it out.
説明してる時間がもったいない。とにかく一緒に祈るのよ。
There's no time to waste. We all need to pray together.
準備はいい？
Are you ready? Here we go. Let's pray. Nice. You get to take it easy tomorrow. And hang out with me tonight. Alright, what did that do?
どう？
And
世界の見え方が変わったでしょ？
your view of the world has changed drastically, right?
いえ、あまり変わった気はしませんけど。
No, it doesn't really look like it's changed.
頭の中に何かのイメージが。
Hmm? Something is forming inside my head.
これはここに来る途中で見た吊り橋？
Is this the suspension bridge we used to get here?
あら、すでに事件と関係ありそうなものを見つけていたの？
Oh, have you already found something connected to this case?
だったら、そのタイミングでパチンって指を鳴らしてみて。
If so, then with the right timing, snap your fingers.
指を鳴らす？
Snap my fingers. When you see the bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs you about it, okay? Alright, during investigation, snapping your fingers at certain words reveals evidence or clues. Press and hold the snap button to try snapping. It would look sus. Snapping switches to snapping mode. Hold the snap button to confirm. You can cancel by selecting the end button.
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ?
Alright, when you see that bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs you about it, okay? Alright, we have a 3-minute ad break coming up in about a minute. I do not play during ad breaks, so please use that time to do some self-care, and I'll resume the game once the 3-minute ad break is over.
気になるイメージを強く思い浮かべながら指を鳴らして。
Keep that image strong in your mind, then snap your fingers.
指を鳴らす?
Snap my fingers?
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ?
When you see that bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs you about it, okay? Yeah, good idea. Get that blanket.
気になるイメージを強く思い浮かべながら指を鳴らして。
Keep that image strong in your mind, then snap your fingers.
指を鳴らす?
Snap my fingers?
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ?
When you see that bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs you about it, okay?
気になるイメージを強く思い浮かべながら。
And there's the ad break. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Also, BRB. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this game does give you the chills. I don't blame you. Alright. Keep that image strong in your mind, then snap your fingers.
指を鳴らす?
Snap my fingers?
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ?
When you see that bridge in your mind, focus about what bugs you about it, okay?
気になるイメージを強く思い浮かべながら指を鳴らして。
Keep that image strong in your mind, then snap your fingers. I've shuddered a few times. I don't know if I'd call it cold.
指を鳴らす
Snap my fingers?
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ？
When you see that bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs man, okay? Like, oh my
気にな
god.
るイメージを。
指を鳴らす
Okay, snap my fingers?
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ？
While you see that bridge in your mind, focus on what bugs you about it, okay? Can I...
気になるイメージを強く思い。
We've just...
指を鳴らす
Why is the game going
そ
through
の吊り
this?
橋をイメージしながらね。何か気になるところがあったんでしょ？
We're in a loop.
気になるイメージを。
指を鳴らす
その吊り橋をイメージしながらね。何か気にな
Okay.
るところがあったんでしょ？
Alright, alright. I was hitting the wrong button. I was also kind of expecting that the dialogue would stop and I could just... Alright. Oh! Danganronpa, no, that's wrong pose! The piece of evidence damaged bridge support has been added to the case record. Whoa. Alright.
さっきまでぼんやりとしか記憶してなかったものがはっきりと思い出せる
Ah, the thing I only had a hazy memory of is now clear.
バッチリね。
Perfect!
ひらめいた時とかにこうやって指を鳴らすでしょ？
You know how people snap their fingers when they have an idea?
これはスナッピングっていう動作だから覚えといて。
It's called snapping. Remember that name.
事件と関係ありそうなものとか、誰かが気になる発言した時とか、これだってピンときたら。
If you see something related or someone says something off, you have an aha moment.
スナッピングすることで新しい証拠品を発見できたり、詳しい情報を引き出せたりするわ。
Through snapping, you can gather evidence or find out more about something or someone.
それじゃあとりあえず何か見つけたら指を鳴らせばいいんですね
Long story short, if I find something interesting, I just have to snap my fingers.
いや、むやみに多用するのはやめた方がいいだろう。相手に不信感を与えてしまうからね。
Ah. Yeah, take on me, right? I wouldn't just use it indiscriminately like that. People might start to distrust you.
違和感を覚えたり、ひらめきを感じた時にだけスナッピングを使うんだ。
Only use snapping when something feels off or you remember something.
しょっちゅう指を鳴らしてる人がいたら、レイちゃんだって関わりたくないでしょ？
You wouldn't want to be around someone who's always snapping their fingers, would you?
特にこの家の連中はあまりレイちゃんをよく思ってないから、下手すれば追い出されちゃうかも。
Especially these guys. They don't like you very much, so if you mess up, they'll kick you out.
だったらもっと目立たない動作にしてくれたらいいのに
Then give me a power that doesn't stand out as much. Alright, trust level. Unnecessary snapping lowers trust. If the trust reaches 0, the investigation fails. Be careful.
文句言わないの。この力を生かすのも殺すのもレイちゃんの使い方次第なんだから。
Quit your complaining. Sink or swim using this power. It's completely up to you.
わかりました探偵としての信頼を失わないように乱用は避けるようにします
Alright, I will make sure I don't lose their trust by misusing this new power.
それでいいわ。これが目視の力よ。
Perfect. That is the power of revelation.
とりあえずこの問題が片付くまで情報処理能力が向上してるって思っておけばいいわ。
Long story short, you can think of it as your ability to gather information being leveled up.
きっと名探偵並みの捜査力が身についているはず。
I'm sure you can investigate like a real detective now.
試しにボートの死体やその周辺を調べてみるといい。
You should test it with the body on the boat in the surrounding area.
よくわかりませんけどやってみます
I don't really understand, but I'll try.
我々は近くに姿を隠しておくよ。必要とあれば呼んでくれ。いつでも駆けつける。
We'll be hiding nearby. If you need us, call. We'll come.
わかりました
Okay.
どうだい、しもべレイ君。 心の整理はついたかい？
So, how'd it go? Have you calmed down at all?
おや、君、なんだかさっきと雰囲気が違う気がするんだけど。
Oh? Somehow your aura has changed. Yeah, if it were only that easy, Alex.
まさか、草で一服したのかい？
Did you partake in some of the grass, perchance?
ずるいぞ、一人だ。それなら私にも。
That's not fair. Give some to me.
犬神さん、私に捜査をさせてください。
Inugami, let me investigate this crime.
そうさ。
Investigate?
この殺人事件の捜査です。
Investigate the murder.
まずは死体発見現場である桟橋周辺を調べてみたいんですが。
I'd like to start at the jetty where the body was found.
おやおや、名探偵の血が騒ぐというわけか。実に私を楽しませてくれるね。
Well, well, your detective blood demands justice, hmm? How fun that sounds.
いいだろう。法務省犬神騎士の名のもとに君に捜査権限を与えよう。
Fine. I, Kishiru Inugami, give you the right to investigate this incident.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
というわけで、くくり家の皆さん、できる限りしもべ玲君の捜査にご協力ください。
So then, Kukuri family, I would appreciate it if you cooperated with Rei Shimobe's investigation.
本来なら警備省を呼んで処理に当たらせるところですが、
Normally, I would call the Ministry of Security and have them take care of everything.
この件に関してはしもべ玲君に一任させます。
But this time, I'm leaving everything to Rei Shimobe.
犬神さん、本気でこんな奴を信用しているのか？
Yeah, he really loves his grass. Inugami, are you seriously placing your trust in someone like that?
クリ家の莫大な遺産がかかっているんだぞ。
The fortune of the great Kukuri family is on the line here.
バカバカしい。私は屋敷に戻らさせていただきますわ。
This is so stupid. I will be going back to the mansion now.
もちろん信用するのも疑うのも個人の自由ですよ。
Of course, you're free to be as distrusting as you like.
しかし遺産相続を滞りなく済ませたいのであれば協力した方が得策だと思いますね。
However, if you want the inheritance to go smoothly, might I suggest something?
なお、この後12時から遺産相続会議を再開する予定です。
Also, I plan on restarting the will reading at 12 p.m.
余計な揉め事を起こさず、どうか穏便にお過ごしください。
Please don't fight anymore. Let's all stay calm.
会議を中止するつもりはないんですか？
You don't plan on stopping the reading?
個人の意思を尊重し、遺言状の開封は予定通り行うよ。
I will honor the deceased and carry out the reading as they asked.
けれど、今後の捜査次第では、君が会議の行方を決めることになるかもしれないね。
But, depending on your investigation, you might change how the reading goes.
ま、お手並み拝見といこうか。
Well, show me your skill. What does he mean by change how the reading goes? What the hell?
さて、何を調べようか。
Now, where to start? Well, alright, so I can't just use the snapping ability at will, but alright, let's go from right to left here.
殺害された製造さんについて伺いたいんですが。
So I'd like to ask you about the victim, Seizo.
貴様に話すことなど何もない。
I'm not going to talk to you about anything.
殺されたくくり製造さんについて 何か知っていることがあれば教えてください。
If you know anything about the death of Seizo Kukuri, then please tell me.
はあ、クソダサ野郎のことなんか誰が知るかっつうの。
Huh? I couldn't care less about that pathetic loser.
むしろ死んでせいせいしてるよ。ひしひしひしひし。
In fact, I'm relieved he's dead.
そんな、仮にも兄弟なのに。
But he was your brother.
お前に俺たち兄弟の何がわかるっつうんだよ。
What do you know about us?
部外者は黙ってろ。
Shut up, outsider.
兄弟、家族、笑わせるぜ。たまたま生まれが同じだっただけだろ。
Brothers? Family? Don't make me laugh. We just happen to be born to the same people as all.
ジジイは古いタイプだったからな。家族だの遺言だの馬鹿げた家族ごっこが好きなのさ。
That old fart was old-fashioned. He liked playing house with his wills and whatever.
あなたは製造さんに何か恨みでもあったんですか？
Did you hold a grudge against Seizo for anything?
ししししししし。何言ってんの？俺があいつにそんな執着するわけねえだろ。
What are you talking about? There's no way I'd give two hoots about what that moron did.
アホがアホ面さらして死んだ。ただそれだけのことじゃねえか。
That moron died with a moronic look on his face. That's all there is to it.
本当にバカだぜ、あいつ。今日が相続会議の日だっつうのに、朝っぱらから出かけてたし。
He really was stupid. He knew that today was the will reading, but he decided to leave early. Yeah, sounds like he hated him, and also he's just greedy. You know, with one less living relative on a day like today, that means everyone else gets a greater share of the inheritance.
いつものように朝帰りするつもりだったんじゃね？しししししし。
I suppose he was going to come back during the morning like he always did.
え？製造が出かけた？何か事件に関係あるんじゃ。
What? He left? Does that have something to do with his death? I'm not sure who to snap here, but I'm just going to check everything first.
ボートを係留しておくためのロープだ。
It's the rope used for mooring the boat.
手繰り寄せられた部分は湖に浸かっていたせいか、ほとんど濡れている。
The part you used to pull in the boat must have fallen into the lake. It's almost completely wet.
係留ロープがこの状態になるって一体どんな状況だろう。
Just how did the mooring rope get to be in such a state? Alright, we'll talk to him.
どうだい？捜査ははかどってる？
And, is the investigation moving along?
ええ、まあ。
Well, yes.
おや、なんだか暗いな。私は君に期待しているんだよ。
Oh,
名
you
探
look...
偵くん。
Oh, you look down. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Great Detective.
もしかしたら今後、教団を背負って立つくらいの存在になるんじゃないかって。
You might even become someone integral to the Order one day. You have no idea.
そんな大げさな。
You're exaggerating.
でもまんざら大げさでもないのさ。
It's not a total exaggeration, though.
なんというか、君からはただならぬオーラを感じるんだよな。
How should I put it? You have this extraordinary aura about you.
まさか私が元教祖だって感づいているなんてことないよね。
It's not like he's figured out I'm the former founder, right?
ああ、そうそう。私からも一つ情報をあげよう。
Ah, right. I have one more piece of information for you.
ククリ家が所有しているボートはそれ一つきりで、他にはないそうだ。
The Kukuri family has only one boat. Only this one.
そもそも向こう岸にあった桟橋も今では取り壊されて、船での往来はないらしい。
It seems like the jetty that was on the other side was taken down, and no one comes by boat.
そのボートもロープで繋いだままずっと放置されていたものらしいよ。
Even this boat was always tied up and left to rot.
普段使われていないボート。じゃあなんで製造は何か引っかかるな。
So this boat was never used? Then why was Seizo on it? That bugs me. Yeah, it might not even been killed there.
大きな湖だ。水も澄んで綺麗だ。魚は泳いでいる様子はないみたいだけど。
It's a huge lake. The water is clear and I can see fish swimming around. Alright. Alright, so just looking here, just before the reading of the will began, the third son of the Kukuri family, Seizo, was found dead. Yeah, I think so too. That there doesn't seem to be like a pool of blood in the boat. Alright. Time of death, January 2nd, around 11 a.m. Location, on a boat floating in the lake, found at the dock. Estimated time of death, within a few hours before discovery. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock from an abdominal stab wound. Weapon, a hatchet embedded in the abdomen. First discovery, Kamado Domon. State of discovery, Domon went to check the lake after the suspension bridge collapsed. There he found Seizo dead floating in a boat on the lake. Alright, as for evidence, alright, just the damaged bridge support. Alright. There's a fresh mark on the pillar supporting the suspension bridge. It looks like it was gouged by a blade or something similar. The pillar is cylindrical, and cables for the lighting are wired in it. The cable is severed, so it doesn't seem the lights would work. And here we have a whole book. Why would Miko Toru and Himuru be suspects? I'm not reading all this, but that's too funny. Alright. It's probably just a joke. Like, this definitely seems like an homage to, like, Phoenix Wright a little bit.
水野さん、具合は大丈夫ですか？
Mizuno, how are you?
ご心配おかけしてすみません。私は大丈夫です。
I'm so sorry for making you worry about me. I'm fine.
それより、さっきはありがとうございました。
That aside, thank you for what you did.
さっき
What I did?
私をかばってくださったでしょ？とても嬉しかったです。
You protected me, remember? That made me so happy.
でも、もうやめた方がいいと思います。私には関わらないでください。
But you shouldn't do that anymore. You mustn't get involved with me.
なんでそんなことを言うんですか？
Why do you say that?
しもべ様にとって何もいいことがないからです。
Because nothing good will come of it, Mr. Shimobe.
それどころか、くくり家の方々の心象を悪くするだけだと思いますので。
On the contrary, it will only make the Kukuri family think less of you.
でも水野さんは何もしてないんですよね。
But you didn't do anything, did you?
だったら胸を張って全力で否定してください。
Then hold your head high and tell them they're wrong.
いいえ、分かってるんです。誰も私の話なんか聞いてはくれませんよ。
No, I already know. No one will listen to my story.
私が聞きますから。どうか投げやりにならないで。
I'll listen. Don't throw in the towel just yet.
事件を解決するためにも水野さんの協力が必要なんです。
Alright, sorry. Just had to scratch an itch. Alright, where were we? Alright. I need your help to solve this crime, Mizuno.
今朝私たちがここに来るまでの間に何か変わったことはありませんでしたか？
Did anything strange happen this morning before Inugami and I got here?
変わったことですか？
Anything strange?
特に何も。私は朝6時に起きてからずっと掃除や洗濯をしていたので。
Not particularly. I woke up at 6 and did the laundry and the cleaning, so...
これはアリバイ確認になる。もう少し詳しく聞いてみた方がいいかも。
Now I can check alibis. I should ask her more about this. Alright, why don't we do
変わ
that?
ったこと、特に何も。私は朝6時に起きてからずっと掃除や洗濯をしていたので。
朝6時には起きて家事をしていたんですね。その間、誰かに会いませんでした？
So you did housework after you woke up at 6. Did you see anyone?
起きてすぐ、陽一様の奥様から掃除の仕方などについてご指導いただいてました。
I met Master Yoichi's wife immediately, who told me how to do laundry better.
くくりみきさんと一緒に？それは何時から何時まで？
So you were with Miss Kukuri? At what time?
起きてから、しもべ様と犬神様がこちらに到着されるまでずっと。
From when I woke up around the time that you and Mr. Inugami arrived here.
そうだったんですか。話してくれてありがとうございます。
I see. Well, thank you for talking with me. Alright, the piece of evidence, Mizuno's testimony has been added to the case record. Okay, alright, so that's that.
あなたが最初に死体を見つけたとき、何か気づいたことはありませんか？
When you first saw the body, did you notice anything?
気づいたこと
Notice anything?
わかんねえでさ。ただびっくらこいて皆さんのところに駆けつけたもんで。
I don't know. I was shocked, so I ran to find you guys.
おい、しっかり思い出せ。本当に犯人の姿を見ていないのか？
Come on, use those brains. Did you really not see the culprit at all?
とんでもねえっす。
Of course not.
ボートの上には製造坊ちゃんだけで他には誰も。
Young Master Caesar was the only one I saw. No one else.
ここに降りてくる途中でも誰ともすれ違わなかったんでさ。信じてください。
I didn't see anyone on my way down here either. Please believe me. I mean, that probably checks out. Actually,
あなたが最初に死体を見つけたとき、何か気づいたことはありませんか？
気づいたこと？
alright. I just
ここ
did
に降
that.
りてくると。
少しお話を伺ってもいいですか？
Can I ask you a few questions?
悪いが小生は忙しいんだ。会社に報告せねばならない。
Sorry, but I'm busy. I have to report to the company about this.
小生は君のように暇ではないんだ。
Unlike you, I don't have any time to spare.
白鳥さん、死体を調べてみて何か気づいたことはありませんか？
Shiratori, having examined the body, did you notice anything?
気づいたこと？
Notice anything?
そうですね。腹部の傷はかなり深いですね。
Let's see. The wound in the abdomen is quite deep.
ただし防御創は見当たらないので。 被害者は隙を突かれたか、寝ているところを刺されたか。
However, I don't see any defensive wounds, so either he was caught off guard or asleep.
ああ、それから右の手のひらが少し焼けているように見えますね。
Oh, and there also seems to be a small burn on his right palm. Definitely snap that.
手のひらが焼けている？
The palm of his hand is burnt?
ええ、これは火傷の跡ですね。しかも比較的新しいものらしい。
Yes, you can see the mark, and this looks relatively fresh.
それ以外は特に気になる点はありませんね。
Other than that, I didn't notice anything.
解剖でもすれば別ですが、今ここでこれ以上の検証は不可能です。
If I could perform an autopsy, I could help more. But for now, this is all I could find.
参考になりました。ありがとうございます。
You were very helpful. Thank you. Alright.
ええ、それ
Alright,
以
so
本当にバカだぜあいつ。今日が相続会議の日だ
Alright,
っ
so you
つう
decided to
のに
leave early. Let's
朝
snap
っぱら
that.
から出かけてたし。
製造さんが朝に家を出ていくところを見たんですか？
What? Did you see him leave the house this morning?
それがどうした？
Huh? Yeah, so what?
それは何時頃のことですか？
What time was that roughly?
朝の7時だ。よーく覚えてるぜ。
It was 7 in the morning. I remember that well.
あいつがバタバタ音を立てて外へ出ていくもんだから目が覚めちまってな。
He was banging around getting ready to go out, so he woke me up.
そんで帰ってきたと思ったら死体になっていたなんてとんだ笑い話だぜ。
And just when I thought he'd come back, he turns up dead. Man, that's funny. Alright, so that looks like that was important. Now, what's this guy?
貴様に話すことな。
Alright, so he's not gonna talk about anything.
あなたが最
気づいわかんね
おい、
とボートのここに降りてくる途中でも誰ともすれ違わなかったんでさ。信じてく本当でさ。オラは嘘ついてないでさ。
It's true! I'm not lying! Ah, fuck. Alright, we fucked that up. Alright, so he didn't see anyone else coming out. Alright. So that's what a failed snapping looks like. Alright.
起きてすぐ起きてから
Alright, so we already.
小生は君のように暇ではないんだ。
Alright. This is probably gonna be a bit. Is that all? Alright. Okay. Alright, so these seem fairly obvious.
くくりけそもそも向こう岸にあった桟橋も今では取り壊されて船での往
Alright,
来は
this
ない
one we.
製造さんはどうして普段使われていないボートに乗っていたんでしょう？
Why was Seizo on a boat that no one ever uses then?
私もその点は気になっていたんだ。
Yeah, that bugged me too.
何らかの理由があって製造さんが自らボートに乗ったのか、それとも
Maybe he had a reason to use it and get on himself, or
犯人によって乗せられたか。
he was forced on by the culprit.
まあどっちにしろ理由がよくわからないけどね。
Well, whichever it was, we don't know why.
ボートに乗った死体か。
A body on a boat, huh? Alright. So, I think we've Alright, so we've investigated. Alright, so what about this?
ボートを軽
Can we
手
snap?
繰り寄せられた部分は
Alright.
湖に浸かっていたせいかほとんど濡れている。
That means it was used recently.
ロープのほとんどが濡れている。ということは、ボートは係留されたままかなり遠くまで行っていた。
The rope is mostly wet, which means it was still tied to the jetty when it was pushed out?
オラに何か用ですか？
Hmm? You need something?
あなたが最初にボートに気づいたんでしたっけ？
I boiled a funny bone last night and had a laughing stock. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Were you the first one who first noticed the boat?
おっしゃる通り、ボートを見つけたのはオラでさ。
You got that right. I found it first.
このロープ結構長いですね。普段からこれでボートを係留していたんですか？
This rope is pretty long. Is the boat normally moored by using it?
ええ。いつもは支柱にぐるぐると祝いつけていたんですが、ご覧の通りに溶けていたみたいで。
Yeah, we wrap it around the pole here, but as you can see, it's been unwrapped.
そのせいでしょうか。ボートが向こう岸近くまで流されてしまっていたんでさ。
Maybe that's why the boat was floating off towards the shore.
幸いロープの端が支柱に結ばれたままだったので手繰り寄せることができたんですが、
Luckily, it was still tied to the pole, so I was able to pull it back in, but...
まさか坊ちゃんの死体が乗っているなんて。ああ、恐ろしい。
I had no idea the young master's body was on board. Ah, it shocked me to my core. Alright, now to check the body.
くくり家の兄弟の一人、くくり製造の死体だ。恐ろしい形相で事切れている。彼の身に一体何が
What
起こっ
happened
た
to
の
his
か。
body? I have to look into
こ
this
こはよく
carefully.
調べておかないと。
Hey, I didn't make it. Thank whoever made Saribot for that.
大きなナタが致命傷になったんだ。
I'm sure the wound was caused by the huge machete was the killing blow.
もしあれが凶器だとすると、ボートで移動中に同乗者に刺されたのかな。
If this is the murder weapon, then does that mean the murderer stabbed him while on the boat?
それともどこか別の場所で殺された後、
It's a
ボート
great
に
command
乗
to
せられた。
have. Or was he killed somewhere else and then brought here?
歩幅の広い大ナタだ。
It's a thick-bladed
凶器と
machete.
しては
It
十
looks
分に
lethal
殺
enough
傷
to
力が
cause
あ
a
りそう
deadly
だ。
wound. Alright.
Mhm. よく見ると、柄に針金が巻き付けられている。
Now that I've taken a closer look, I can see wire wrapped around its handle.
グリップを良くするためのものだろうか。
Is that to make gripping it easier?
ドモンさん、このナタはくくり家のものですか？
Domon, does this machete belong to the Kukuri household?
ええ。庭木の伐採なんかに使ってたものでさ。
Yes, it was used by the gardener to
確
fell
か
trees.
物置にしまっておいたはずなんですが。
Alright, sounds like a good plan. I was sure he left it in the storeroom.
そんな野蛮なものお前らしか使わんだろう。
Only people like you could use something so barbaric.
そもそもお前がこれを持ち出したんじゃないのか。
Didn't you bring it out in the first place?
めっそうもありません。前に見たのはもう何日も前で。
Perish the thought! Last time I saw it was several days ago.
おや？
どうしました？
What's up?
いや、ちょっと気になったもんで。前はあんなのあったかな。
Well, I was just wondering, was that always there?
ほら、見てくんなさい。歯の根元に何か刻印されているでしょう。
Look at this. The base of the blade is inscribed with something.
本当だ。頬の字に見えますね。
You're right. It says Tion.
刃物のメーカー。それとも誰かの名前でしょうか。
A manufacturer's inscription, or perhaps someone's initials.
あれは銘を入れるほどの代物じゃありませんよ。どこにでもある安物のナタです。
That's not something you'd put an inscription on. It's just a machete you can buy anywhere.
それにくくり家の関係者にその字を持つ者はおりませんよ。
Besides, there's no one in the Kukuri family with those initials.
頬といえば情報、報告、あるいは報いるという意味でも使う。
So it says Xion, as in information or maybe compensation.
つまり報復の報。
Or possibly retaliation. Alright, we did it. The machete's been added to the pace record.
おや、そろそろ時間だ。
Oh, it's nearly time.
それでは皆さん、今から屋敷に戻って遺産相続会議を再開します。
Okay, everyone, it's time to return to the mansion and start the reading of the will.
え、もう時間？
Huh? Already?
どうしよう。ちゃんと事実を主張できるくらい情報を集められたのかな。
Now what? I don't know if I gather enough information to uncover the truth.
遺言状の開封をいたしますので、どうか全員お集まりください。
I will open the will, so if all of you could gather at the mansion.
製造君の件については、その後に改めて話し合いましょう。
We shall discuss Seizo's incident after we're done.
製造坊ちゃんはこのままボートに。
Are we going to leave young Master Seizo on the boat like that?
ああ、桟橋に引き上げておいて。よろしく頼むよ。
Ah, drag him out to the jetty. Thanks.
へえ。
Right.
いよいよ遺言状が開封される。
Finally, the will is going to be read.
どうかこれ以上面倒なことが起きませんように。
I hope that nothing else will happen. Inheritance meeting day 1. Oh shit. Start meeting. Meeting part. In the meeting part, use gathered evidence to uncover the truth. Wrong set evidence or statements will reduce trust. Keep trust above 0 to succeed.
皆さんお静かにお静かに。
Quiet please, quiet.
少々トラブルはありましたが、こうして無事遺言状をお届けに参じることができました。
We've had a bit of a rocky start, but now I can finally deliver to you all the contents of this will.
個人であるくくり清正氏もさぞお喜びかと思います。
I'm sure the deceased Kiyomasa Kukuri is smiling down upon us.
開封いたしますのはこの私法務省の犬神騎士。
For the record, I, Kishiru Inagami, shall now open this will.
遺言状の法的な効力については私が承認しております。
I also recognize this will's legal validity.
また公的な立ち会い人としてこちら下部玲君に一部始終を見届けてもらいます。
Lastly, our official witness, Rei Shimobe, will observe the proceedings until its conclusion.
皆様よろしいですね。
Are you all in agreement?
前工場はいいから早くしてくれないか。
Enough with the preamble. Just hurry up.
ただでさえ時間が押しているというのにさっさとハサミを入れんか。
We're already behind schedule, so just cut that envelope open already.
そう焦らずに開封のタイミングが重要なのです。
But there's no need to rush. Timing is also important when it comes to opening a will.
12時ぴったりにハサミを入れること
I shall cut it open at exactly 12.
犬神さん、もう1分前ですよ。
Inugami, you have 1 minute left.
おっと、それでは
Oh? Well then.
開封いたします。
I shall open it.
それでは読みます。
And now I shall read.
一つ、くくり家の全財産は次の条件を満たした者に均等に譲られるものとする。
Oh shit. 1. The Kukuri family fortune shall go to whoever fulfills the following requirements.
一つ、その条件とはくくり清正の直系である陽一、月次郎、製造の3名と
2. The requirement is that whichever of Kiyomasa Kukuri's 3 sons, Yoichi, Tsukujiro, and Seizo,
ここに水野よりを加えた4名のうち
and Yori Mizuno. So of these 4 people... Wait a minute. Alright, Seizo's dead, so already the requirements may not be met.
この遺言状開封から48時間が経過した時点で生存しているものである。
What the fuck? Chad, are you seeing this? Whoever is still alive 48 hours after the will is read shall be bequeathed my fortune. What the fuck? Somebody knew what was in this will.
どういうことだ。どうして水野が。
What the hell? Why is Mizuno named? Yeah. What the hell? Who is she?
まだ続きがありますのでご静粛に。
There is more, so if you could be quiet,
一つ、以上の条件を満たす者が一人もいなかった場合、
3. If no one fulfills the above
遺
requirements,
産は全額終天教団に寄付する。
the entire inheritance will be donated to the Shuten order.
以上です。
That's all.
以上だと。ちょっと見せてくれ。
That's all? Let me see it.
本当だ。これしか書いてない。
It's true. That's all that's written.
わけがわかりませんわ。どういうことですの？
I don't understand. What on earth is going on?
お聞きになった通りですよ。
I believe you heard correctly.
3人の息子さんと水野君に遺産を均等に分配するというのが個人の意思です。
The deceased wants his fortune to be divided equally between his 3 sons and Mizuno.
それが意味不明だと言っているのよ。
And that's what I don't get.
なんでそこにあの女の名前があるのよ。
Why is that woman's name written on that paper?
生前個人は自分を海外しく世話してくれた水野君に対して大層感謝なさっている様子でした。
The deceased was very thankful for Mizuno's diligent care during his life. Okay, I'm calling it now. We need a DNA test. I'm pretty sure she's an illegitimate heir or something.
この遺言はその気持ちの表れでしょう。
And his will is a reflection of that.
バカ言っちゃいけない。老人の狭ごときで遺産を4分の1も持っていくつもりか。
That's so stupid. He wants us to give a fourth of our money to a mere caretaker?
いや、製造さんがすでに亡くなっているので分配は3分の1ずつということになります。
No, as Seizo is also dead, it would be a third now.
あはなるほど。そういうことか。
Haha, I see. Now this makes sense.
水野、貴様、くくり家の者を殺して財産を奪おうというのだな。
Mizuno, You're trying to kill the Kukuri family to gain our fortune, aren't you?
私は何も知りません。
I didn't know.
この子に及んでとぼけるというのか。
You're gonna feign ignorance this late in the game?
遺言状にしっかりと貴様の名前があるではないか。
Your name is clearly written in this will.
お前は遺産を少しでも多くかすめ取るために製造を殺したんだ。
You wanted more money, so you killed Seizo.
それは誤解ですよ、陽一くん。
Congratulations, Alex. That's awesome. You misunderstand, Yoichi.
この遺言状は厳正な管理の下で作成されました。
This will was written up under the most strictest of environments.
内容については私と個人しか把握しておりません。
Only the deceased and myself knew of its
も
contents.
ちろん互いに他言無用の誓いを立てています。
Of course, we swore that neither of us would discuss it with anyone else.
また遺言状が完成した後も私が誰の目にも触れぬよう保管してきました。
Lastly, I kept it in a secure location so that no one could ever see it.
すなわち遺言状の中身を他人が事前に知ることは不可能です。
In other words, it is impossible for anyone else to have known what was written until now.
ゆえに水野くんが遺言状の文言をもとに製造くんの命を狙うなどということはありえません。
Therefore, Mizuno couldn't have known what was written after then gone after Seizo. Oh my god, yeah, exactly right. Good luck sleeping. Nobody's sleeping tonight. At least not with both eyes closed.
泥棒猫に遺産は絶対に渡さない。では言わせてもらいますけどね。
Then allow me to say this.
遺書とは関係なく水野が製造さんを殺した可能性だってあるんじゃない？
Isn't it possible Mizuno murdered Seizo for some other reason?
水野は製造さんに言い寄られて困っていたんでしょ？
Wasn't Mizuno troubled by Seizo's constant attempts to hit on her?
しつこい彼に抵抗しているうちについぐさっと殺しちゃったなんてことあ
Perhaps
り
she
え
said
るんじゃない？
perhaps she stabbed him while trying to get away, or something like that.
で本題なんだけど、もし水野が殺人犯だった場合遺産の取り分はどうなるのかしら？
So returning to my point, if Mizuno was the killer, what would happen to her share?
実際に彼女が他の相続人を殺害したことが証明されれば明確な結核自由となります。
If there was sufficient evidence pointing to her being the killer, her claim would be rejected.
殺人は我が教団にとって重大な競技違反ですからね。
Yeah, everyone's ganging up on her. This is not good for her. Murder is a serious infringement of the Order's doctrines, after all.
直ちに教徒として拘束処罰されます。
She would be swiftly arrested for being a heretic and punished.
殺人は教義の違反。異教徒として処罰。
Murder goes against doctrine, punished as a heretic.
さっきも気になったけど、この国はやっぱりどこか変だ。
It's been bugging me for a while now, but there's something seriously off with this place.
少しずつ何かが歪んでいる。記憶を失う前の私は本当にこんな国の教祖をしていたの？
Ever so slightly, something is being distorted. Was I really the founder of this place?
教義とか異教徒とかもう少し詳しく聞きたいけど、今質問するのはまずいかな。
I'd love to ask more about doctrines or heretics, but I don't think it's the right time.
探偵としての信頼を失うかもしれないから、とりあえずそういうものだと聞き流そう。
They might think I can't do my job as a detective, so I'll just leave it for now.
犬神先生、もう一度確認ですけど、この女が殺人犯だと分かれば遺産は与えなくていいのよね。
Mr. Inugami, allow me to confirm just one last time. If that woman is the murderer, she gets nothing?
はい。 遺産を相続する権利は剥奪されることになります。
Yes, any claim she had to the fortune would be forfeit.
つまりうちの主人がその分多く遺産をいただけるという認識でよろしいのよね。
In other words, my darling husband's share would grow, correct?
そうなります。
It would.
ラッキーはい大金ゲット。
Perfect! We're going to be rich.
水野さん、何も言い出せずに困ってる。
Miss Mizuno, she's so scared she can't speak.
このままだと本当に犯人にされてしまいそうだ。
If I leave things as they are, she's going to be blamed.
水野さんが犯人ではないことは今まで集めた情報から証明できるかもしれない。
I might be able to prove that she's innocent with the evidence I've gathered. Alright, evidence.
頭の中がものすごくクリアになってきた。
Ah, my head's so much clearer now. I can't save her, fuck.
今まで見聞きした情報も細部まではっきりと思い出せる。
I can remember every last piece of information I've gathered down to the smallest detail.
今の私なら名探偵のような華麗な推理さえ披露できる気がする。これも神の力、目視の効果。
I feel like I really could perform a dazzling feat of deductive brilliance right now. Is this because of revelation?
よし、これまで手に入れた証拠を駆使して水野さんの冤罪を証明しよう。
Okay, let's use all the evidence I gathered so far to prove Miss Mizuno's innocence.
ここでの推理のポイントは、水野さんには製造の殺害は不可能だったことを証明できればいいはず。
Focus of my deduction is to prove that it was impossible for Miss Mizuno to have murdered Seizo.
例えば、彼女には明確なアリバイがあるとか。
For example, show that she has an ironclad alibi.
アリバイを示すなら、あの情報とあの情報を組み合わせれば、きっと。
If I can piece this evidence together with another, then I can prove it. Evidence puzzle. In deduction puzzles, set the correct evidence into the question mark slots to build your theory. Examine evidence carefully and choose the correct ones. Alright, here we go. After what time was Seizo
製造が
killed?
殺されたのは何時なんだろう。
What time was Seizo killed? That should be
死
easy.
亡推定時刻はわからないけど、絞り込むことはできたはずだ。
I don't have an estimated time of death, but I can narrow it down.
誰かの証言
Yeah, me too. I love
製
these
造の
kinds
目
of
撃情報があった
logic
はず
puzzles.
だから。
After all, someone said that they saw Seizo. It would be his testimony. Alright, success.
これだ。朝7時頃に家を出る製造を月次郎が目撃している。
Tsukijiro witnessed Seizo leaving the mansion around 7 a.m.
ということは、製造が殺されたのはどんなに早くても朝7時以降ということになる。
Which would mean Seizo had to be killed after 7 a.m. at the earliest. Alright, what was Mizuno doing at the time of the
水野さん
incident?
のアリバイを証明する上で、事件当時の彼女が何をしていたのか、誰かが証言していた気がする。
Regarding Miss Mizuno's alibi, someone said they knew what she was doing when Seizo was killed. Yep, here we go. Mizuno had been doing the laundry and cleaning with Miki Kukuri since 6 a.m.
これだ。水野さんのアリバイはくくりミキが証明してくれるはず。
Miss Mizuno's alibi can be proved by Miki Kukuri's statement.
わかった。これらの証言から導き出せた結論はこれだ。
Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion we can draw is this. Hey, Jinx Bun, welcome on in. Thanks for coming by. I hope you had a great day, and I hope you're having a good night.
発言いいですか？
Can I ask a question? We're just playing this crazy Knives Out-esque portion of the game.
認めよう、しもべれい君。
Grinding on FF14. Keep on keeping on. Thank you for choosing to lurk on my stream as you do that. Also, be advised we have a 3-minute ad break starting soon. I do not play during ad breaks, so feel free to do some self-care once that hits. You may, Rei Shimobe.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
水野さんは朝6時頃からミキさんとずっと一緒にいたという話でしたが、
Is it true
本当
that
ですか？
is it true that you were with Miss Mizuno at 6 a.m. this morning?
何よ。確かに6時から掃除や洗濯について指導してあげていたわよ。
What? I was just advising her on how to properly wash and clean.
だってこの子ったらろくに家事もできないんだから。
I mean, she has no idea how to properly take care of a household. Wow. What a Karen.
それが何か問題でも？くくり家の長男の嫁として当然の配慮でしょ？
Is there a problem? Alright. There's the ad break. I'll see you all in 3 minutes. Okay, we are back. Thank you all for waiting. Let's continue. Alright. I should really save. Is that a problem? As the wife of the eldest son of the Kukuri family, that kind of thing is expected of me.
犬神さんと私が到着するまであなたは水野さんとずっと一緒にいたんですね。
You were with Miss Mizuno and Inugami and... Blah. Oh, wait, let me read that again. You were with Miss Mizuno until Inugami and I arrived, yes?
だとすれば水野さんが製造さんを殺害する時間がないんじゃないですか？
Which would mean Miss Mizuno didn't have the time to kill Seizo.
つまり水野さんにははっきりとしたアリバイがあります。
In other words, Miss Mizuno has a clear alibi.
あアリバイ何言ってるのよ。
Cream cheese and chive sandwich crackers. I love that. That sounds so delicious. Huh? An alibi? What are you talking about?
朝6時以降私と一緒にいたというのならそれ以前に製造さんを殺したってことでしょ？
If she was with me since 6 a.m., then she could have killed Seizo before then.
製造さんを殺したその手で私と掃除をしていたのね。うわ怖い怖い。
She used those hands to kill Seizo, then used them to clean with me. Oh, how terrifying.
それはないと思います。
I don't think that's possible.
月次郎さんの情報によると製造さんは朝7時頃に家を出る姿が目撃されています。
According to what Tsukijiro told me, Seizo was seen leaving the mansion at 7 a.m.
答えはこれです。だから製造さんが朝6時より前に殺害されていたということはありえないんです。
Which would make the theory of Seizo being killed before 6 a.m. impossible.
なんですって？
Seriously?
ああそうでもその月次郎さんの証言は正しいのかしらね。
Ah, oh right. How do we know that Tsukijiro was telling the truth?
なんだよおばさん、俺が嘘ついてるっつうのか？
Say that again, Hag. You saying I'm a liar?
バカね。もうそういうことにしておけばあの女を引きずり下ろせたのに。
Shut up! Ugh, if you just kept quiet, we could have pinned the blame on her.
あ
では水野さんは製造さん殺害の犯人ではないということでよろしいですね。
Are we all in agreement that Mizuno isn't the one who killed Seizo?
ちグデがどいつもこいつも使えないバカばっかりだ。
Shit, that stupid brother of mine. Every last one of you is completely useless. No, she couldn't have been framed. Like, it's impossible because, well, even if someone tried to, there's no direct evidence pointing it to her. This was just a bad accusation.
発言は終わりです。
This concludes my observations.
見事だしもべれい君。さすが私の見込んだ名探偵だ。
Well done, Rei Shimobe. I knew you were a great detective from the moment I saw you.
ということで水野君球団の申し立ては却下といたします。
With that cleared, any statements disparaging Mizuno will be rejected.
さて個人からの遺言は以上です。
Now that's all from the will of the deceased.
製造君の件について検討すべき事案がまだ残されていますが
When it comes to Seizo's incident, there are still a few points that need proper investigation.
ここで一旦会議を終了したいと思います。
However, I shall end this gathering here.
なお遺言に従い私と下部玲君が48時間後まで成り行きを見守ります。
Also, in keeping with the will, Rei Shimobe and I will watch over proceedings for the next 48 hours.
明日の正午に2回目の会議を明後日の正午に3回目を行う予定とします。
We shall meet tomorrow at midday for the second meeting, and then again on the following day for the third.
よろしいですね。
Are you all in agreement?
それでは第1回くくり家遺産相続会議をこれにて閉会いたします。
Well then, I now adjourn this first inheritance meeting. Alright,
ついに遺言状が開封された。
The will was finally read.
陽一、月次郎、清三、水野。相続人として指名されたのはこの
Only
4
four
人だけ。
Only 4 inheritors were named: Yoichi, Tsukujiro, Seizo, and Mizuno.
彼らのうちあさっての正午まで生きていた者に遺産が相続される。
Of that group, if they're alive by midday 2 days from now, they will inherit that family's fortune.
そしてすでに清三が脱落し、残りは3人となってしまった。
Seizo is already out of the running, so only 3 remain.
くくり清正はなぜこんな遺言状を残したのだろう。
I wonder why Kiyomasa Kukuri wrote such a will.
血を見る争いになるのは目に見えているのに。
It was clear that this would become a bloodbath, and yet...
この後何も起こらないままあさってを迎えられるだろうか。
Hey, Mushy! Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the lurk. Enjoy your time looking down on us. I hope you had a great day. I hope you're having a great night. Good to see you. I wonder if we'll make it to the day after tomorrow without anything bad happening.
ということで、しもべれい君、
So, Shimobe Rei.
長くともあさっての正午までは遺産の行方は保留の状態だ。
The inheritance will remain in limbo until at least the day after tomorrow.
もちろんそれまで私たちも見届け人としてこの屋敷に留まる必要がある。
Which, of course, means we will have to stay here and watch over things until then.
なーに、たった48時間だ。寝ていれば終わるさ。
But it's only 48 hours. If you sleep through it, it'll pass soon enough.
そんな気楽な仕事には思えませんよ。
I don't think it'll be that simple.
すでに一人殺されているんですよ。その犯人だってまだわからないのに。
One of them is already dead, and we still don't know who did it.
犯人が今も島のこちら側にいるとは限らないだろう。
The killer might not be on this island anymore, you know?
もうすでに橋を渡って遠くに逃げているかもしれない。
They might have already crossed the bridge and fled to distant lands.
そいつが追っ手を振り切るために吊り橋を落としたという可能性もあるんじゃない？
Nice. Enjoy your meal. It's possible that they were the one who made the bridge collapse so no one could follow them.
なるほど。言われてみれば。
I see. Now that you mention it,
じゃあ清三さんが殺されたのは遺産とは関係なく、たまたま遺産会議の日だったと？
so you're saying that Seizo wasn't killed for money and it was all a coincidence?
相手が単なる強盗や怨恨関係の犯人だったら遺産会議なんて関係ないからね。
If it was just a thief or someone with a grudge, then this had nothing to do with the will.
でもこのタイミングで殺されるなんて無関係とは思えませんけど。
But considering the timing, this murder can only be related.
ま、あくまで可能性の話さ。あまり深く考えるのは良くない。
I was just talking about possibilities. It's best not to dwell on these things.
事件を解決したところで君には何の得もないんだし。
Even if you did solve this case, there's nothing in it for you.
この48時間を無事に乗り切ること、お互いそれくらい気楽に考えとこうよ。
Just focus on getting through the next 48 hours. That way, things will be easy for us.
そうですね。
You're right.
そもそも君の目的は例の事件についての情報を集めることだろう。
Besides, what you really want is information about that other incident, correct?
余計なことして殺人鬼に目をつけられたりしたらここで無駄死になんてことも。
If you mess about here, you may end up as the next target and die a meaningless death.
それじゃ私は庭でも散策してこようかな。用があれば声をかけてくれたまえ。
Anyway, I'm going to take a stroll in the gardens. If you need me, just call out.
しもべ様、
Mr. Shimobe,
どうして私なんかをかばうんですか？
why would you try to cover for someone like me? You know, given what Inugami just said, it's entirely possible that she could have killed Seizo because he kept flirting with her and maybe got too handsy. This could have been a murder in self-defense. And some chocolate overload cake. That sounds good too.
私に関わらない方がいいと忠告しましたよね。
I warned you not to get involved with me, remember? I can't just leave you.
そんなこと言われても、あなたが困っているように見えたから、つい。
You might have said that, but you look so helpless that I couldn't just ignore you.
それにほら、立ち会い人として間違いは正さないと。
Besides, as a witness, I have to right any wrongs here.
このままだとしもべ様の身にも何か良くないことが起きるかもしれません。
With things as they are now, I'm afraid something not very nice will happen to you, Mr. Shimobe.
私嫌な予感がするんです。
I've got a bad feeling about this.
きっとまた誰かが亡くなってしまうんじゃないかと。
I'm afraid that another person might die.
水野貴様
Exactly, keep your guard up. Oh shit.
何するんですか。
Ooh, what are you doing?
うちで雇っているメイドを教育しているだけだが何か問題かね。
I'm just educating our maid here. Is there anything wrong with that?
部外者はくくり家の問題に関わらないでいただこう。
Might I ask that outsiders keep their nose out of Kukuri family business? Jesus.
乱暴する必要はないでしょ。
You don't need to hurt her, though.
競技に反するとでも言いたいのか。
Are you about to tell me that this goes against the doctrines?
さっきも言っただろう。これは教育であって暴力ではない。
Like I said, I'm educating her, not beating her.
覚えの悪いメイドには体で覚えさせるのが早いんでね。
The quickest way to make a maid remember her place is to make her body remember. This fucking asshole.
しもべ様、普段の陽一様はこのようなことはされません。
They are not being rude to her because she's a woman. They're being rude to her because she's the hired help. You may remember the other guy who we saw as being help around the mansion. They were just as rude to him. But there is definitely a sexist element here. Mr. Shimobe, please understand that Mr. Yoichi doesn't do this every day.
今日は私が悪いのです。異教徒ではございませんので、どうか誤解なさらないでください。
This is all my doing. He's not a heretic, so please don't misunderstand his actions. Jesus fucking Christ, she's internalized it. Oh my god.
まあただ教義だとか異教徒だとか。
Again, they speak of doctrines and heretics.
この国の人たちの恐れているものがよくわからない。
But I just don't get what these people are so afraid of.
水野、掃除がまだ終わってないぞ。早く立て。仮にもお前は遺産相続候補だろう。
Mizuno, there's still cleaning to do. Get up. You're still technically a potential inheritor, right?
世間に恥ずかしくないように少しは役に立ってみせろ。
Try to do something useful so you don't shame us in front of society.
本来なら貴様などクビにしているところなんだぞ。
Normally, someone like you would have been fired by now. Yeah, he makes me sick too.
申し訳ありません。
Please forgive me. Oh no.
大丈夫ですか、水野さん。
Are you alright, Miss Mizuno?
ちょっとくじいちゃったみたいで。
I think I've sprained it.
あ、白鳥さん、 ちょうどよかった。水野さんの足を見てもらってもいいですか？
Ah, Shiratori, perfect timing. Could you look at Miss Mizuno's ankle for her?
診察料。
My medical fees.
は？
Excuse me?
診察料として遺産の9割を支払うつもりがあるなら見てやっても構いませんが。
What the fuck? If she is willing to pay me 90% of the Kukuri fortune for my expertise, then I'll look at her. Jesus, everyone in this mansion is an asshole.
何を言ってるんですか？
What are you talking about?
私なら大丈夫です。立てますから。
I'll be fine. I can stand.
早く行け、役立たず。
Hurry up, you useless lump.
はい。申し訳ありません。
Right, I'm sorry.
それから貴様、
And you.
公正な第三者だと？僕は貴様をただの邪魔者としか見なしていない。
An impartial witness, huh? I just see you as something in my way.
余計なことはするな。わかったな。
Keep your nose out of this. Got it?
やれやれ、早くみんな死んでくれないかな。
Jeez, I wish everyone would hurry up and die.
品性に問題あるやつばっかりね。めんどくさいから神の力で全員吹っ飛ばしちゃう？
They're all so horrible. Why don't we just use the power of God and send them flying?
あ、いたんですか？
Ah, so you were listening to that?
ねえ、早く祈っとこうよ。早く早く早く。こんな奴ら生かしといたって意味ないし。
Come on, just pray already. Let's go, let's go. There's no reason to keep people like that alive.
こいつらが吹っ飛ぶとこ見てみたいから。
I want to see them go flying. Oh my god, the look on Mika Toru's face when she says this. Oh my god, he looks like he's so done with this shit.
天使の言うことですか？それが。
Is that something an angel should be saying?
そんなことをしたら犬神に事情を説明できないだろう。警戒されて逃げられるのがオチだ。
How would she explain that to Inugami though? He'd definitely get suspicious and run off.
とにかく残り47時間とちょっと騒がず目立たずやり過ごすしかないな。
All you can do is spend the next 47 hours staying quiet and not drawing attention.
とりあえずこの件を片付けないと犬神を追及するのもままならないからな。
If you don't end this, then you won't be able to question Inugami about anything.
神の力で製造さんを殺害した犯人を見つけ出せませんか？
Can I try to find... Can't I try to find Seiso's killer by using the power of God? I know, right? Like, this game... This game is brutal. It's very brutal.
君はすでにその力を使っている。
You're already using it. This game, for sure, has a lot of triggering stuff. And I regret playing it blind, but we are too late to stop. It's too late for me to stop and put in the time to create a save file, finish it. So we're just going to do this, but I just want to be very clear. I just want to read it to my audience. No, I'm not deliberately exposing you to anything by surprise. I'm playing this blind. And if you do need to stop watching, if you need to give yourself a mental health break, I implore you to do that. Yeah, I know. But I just want to reiterate, your mental health is more important than watching this stream. You can just hit the lurk button, tab me out, and just literally do anything else, or you can just close the tab. I don't care, you know, just be good to yourself. Okay?
ああ、目視というやつですか？
Huh? Oh, you mean Revelation?
私が思ってたのはもっとこう犯人の名前が一瞬でわかるような力なんですけど。
I was more imagining a power that would instantly give me the culprit's name.
本当はレイちゃんには神の支 ささやきが聞こえてるはずなのよ。
Yeah, good idea, Alex.
それを理解できていないだけ。
You should already be hearing God's whispers to you. You just don't understand them.
だから証拠集めが必要なの。神の示す真実を理解するためにね。
Which is why you need to gather evidence to understand what God's trying to tell you.
つまりどっちにしてもちゃんと操作しなきゃ答えはわからないんですね。
So no matter what, I still need to investigate or I won't figure anything out, right?
そういうこと。次の会議まで時間あるんだし、暇つぶしついでに操作してみたら？
Exactly. You still have time before the next meeting, so why don't you do that while killing time?
操作といってもどこで何をすればいいのか。
You say that, but where should I start? Yeah, we are in it too deep. I've alright. 57 hours and coming up on 22 minutes. Alright? That's how much time I've spent playing this game. There is no way I could be able to... Well, I mean, I could potentially start a new game and do the other route by itself to prepare myself, but that's at least 12... That's up to 15 hours of... That's an additional 15 hours of playtime easily. And we still don't know what the finale is. So, this is... This is what I'm doing right now. And I understand if anybody wants to get off.
殺された被害者について調べてみたらどうだ?
How about looking into the victim himself?
我々はまだくくり製造なる人物についてよく知らないからな。
Yeah, that's understandable, Alex. And I also keep playing, and that adds VODs. I know. And I still haven't exported last night's VOD, too, so...
被害者の人物像から何か糸口がつかめるかもしれない。
Once we know more about him, we might find a new lead.
あ、なるほど。さすがミコトルさん、参考になります。
Ah, that makes sense. Thanks for the advice, Mikotoru.
そこ、姫は？ねえ、姫は？姫のことも褒めてよ。
Hey, what about me? Hello? Praise me too.
それじゃ我々は一旦退散するよ。
We'll be off then.
我々まで犯人扱いされちゃ困るからね。
We don't want you to be put on the suspect list.
あ、はい。
Ah, right.
二人とも一体どこに姿を隠しているんだろう。
Just where are they hiding?
あ、ドモンさん。
Ah, Domon.
オラに何か？
Yes? Do you need something?
亡くなったくくり製造さんについて知りたいんですけど。
So, I'd like to ask you about the victim, Seizo Kukuri.
何か知りません？
You know something, don't you?
何かと言われましてもな。
What something do you mean?
製造坊ちゃんは湖の外へ遊びに行くことが多くて。
Young Master Seizo would often leave the lake to have fun on the outside.
あまり屋敷にはいらっしゃらないことの方が多かったというくらいで。
So much so that he was rarely here at all.
遊び好き。他には？
So, he was a pleasure seeker. Anything else?
これ以上は勘弁してください、探偵さん。
I can't say much more, Mr. Detective.
告げ口したことが坊ちゃんたちに知られたら、ほら、ここにいられなくなります。
If they knew that I talked to you, I'd be sent away from here.
ついでだから他にもいろいろ聞いておこうか。
While I'm here, I should ask him about something else. Well, we'll ask him about him.
ドモンさんはこちらで働くようになって長いんですか？
Domon, have you been working here long?
ええ、そりゃあもう。
Well, yes.
ご主人様の会社が成功してこちらの島を作られた頃からお世話になっております。
I've worked here since the Master's company became successful and he built this place.
それじゃあくくり家のことなら何でも知っているんですね。
Which would mean you know everything about the Kukuri family then?
とんでもねえ。オラなんか何も知らないでさ。
Of course not. I don't know anything. Yeah, that's sus.
突然指を鳴らしてどうしたんでさ。ほら、何か悪いことしたでさ。
Oh shit, Nova Cadabra coming in with the raid! Hang on a second. Welcome on in, Raiders. For those of you who do not know, my name is Nathan Jacob Boos. I am a variety streamer currently playing Shuten Order. We are on a route that's giving me serious Knives Out vibes. If you need to raid and rest, I totally understand, but if you feel like staying up a little while longer, feel free to hang out here. Nova, how was Minecraft? And also, hello, Reach. Good to see you, my friend. Nope.
あ、ごめんなさい。
Sorry, it's a habit. Trust is low to the failed snapping. Alright, let's...
ドモンさんは
Alright, let's go through this again.
それじゃあくくり家のことなら何でも知っている。
Nice.
ほら、見ての通り、
As you can probably see,
しかできないただの出来どもでさ。
I'm just a good-for-nothing blockhead who can't do anything.
Alright, that's 1/3 of the way through. Alright, let's ask about Kiyomasa.
亡くなられたくくり清正さんは
I hope it was a very productive stream. What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kukuri?
とにかく、すげえ方でさ。
He was a great man.
頭の悪いオラにはよくわかんねえけど。
I'm not the smartest, so I don't really get it, but...
ご主人様が終点峡谷の錬金術師と呼ばれていたことは知っております。
The master was called the Alchemist of Shuten.
独自の調合法で新しい化学薬品を製造したり、それを使った新しい医薬品を作ったり。
He created his own compounds and used them to make completely new medicines.
とにかく会社が成功したのもご主人様の実力と努力があればこそでさ。
It's thanks to his ingenuity and hard work that his company took off.
人柄についてはどうだったんですか？
What about him as a person?
普段は笑顔を見せねえお方でした。
He never really smiled.
それでも誰よりも優しい心を持っておいででした。何よりオラにとっては命の恩人でさ。
But he had the kindest heart. I owe my life to him.
身寄りのないオラをこうして長年働かせてくださったんだから。
He let me, a single man without family or anything, work for him for this long.
ご主人様、なんでオラより先に行っちまったんでさ。
Oh, Master, why did you have to leave before I
ご主
did?
人様が命じてくだされば、オラの命を代わりに差し出しましたのに。
If he had ordered me to, I would have laid down my life in an instant.
清正さんが亡くなる前に何か変わったところはありませんでしたか？
Did anything strange happen in the days leading to his death?
そういや、ご主人様はしばらく病気で伏せっていたんですが。
Well, the Master was bedridden with this illness, but
We know that was like metal poisoning.
ここ最近は不思議と元気を取り戻したかのように見えました。
more recently he'd been looking a lot better.
Alright, this one I think I should snap my fingers at. This is new information.
屋敷中を歩き回れるくらい元気だったんですか？
He was healthy enough to walk around this mansion?
ああ、いえ。お体が具合が悪いのは変わらずじまいでしたが。
No. His health was as bad as always, but...
とっておきの薬を使ったから今日は気分がいいのだとおっしゃっていました。
It's very Danganronpa, Phoenix Wright-like. It's so good.
Apparently, he'd taken some medicine that he had been keeping and was feeling great.
とっておきの薬ですか？
Medicine that he'd been keeping? Huh?
ええ。 なんでも効きは抜群だが副作用がきついとおっしゃっていました。
Yes, apparently it worked on anything, but the side effects were nasty.
それでもご主人様は最後に自分の足でこの屋敷を見て回りたかったんでしょうな。
Even so, I hope the master was able to walk around his mansion one last time.
Alright, yeah. That is odd. Alright, let's save here, and let's ask him about the will.
遺言状の内容について土門さんはどう思いました？
What do you think about the will? Yeah, if he was healthy, how could he have succumbed from any kind of prolonged illness?
バカのオラにはわかんねえけど、なんでこんな騒ぎになってるんでさ。
I'm not very smart, so I don't get it. Why is this happening?
3人の坊ちゃんとご主人様の世話役だった水野に平等に分け与えられるんでしょ。
The 3 young masters and master's maid Mizuno all get a fair share, right?
それなのにどうして坊ちゃん方がお怒りなさるのかオラには理解できねえでさ。
I just don't understand why the young masters are so angry.
水野さんの名前があるのに土門さんの名前がないことについてはどう思いますか？
What do you think about Miss Mizuno's name being listed and not your own?
そんなオラが遺産なんておこがましい。オラはもう十分にご主人様の世話になったでさ。
Oh my, I could never inherit. The master has already been too kind to me.
Really?
突然指を鳴ら
Alright, no. Okay, I fucked that up.
遺言状の
ばさ
水
そんな
Okay. We did it.
突然いろいろ聞いてすみません。参考になりました。
Sorry for asking you so many questions, but you were very helpful.
探偵さん、どうか製造坊ちゃんを殺した不届き者を懲らしめてください。
Mr. Detective, please make sure young Master Seizo's killer gets what's coming to them.
製造坊ちゃんは確かに遊び人ではありましたが、悪い人ではありませんでした。
He was a playboy, sure, but he wasn't a bad person.
もし製造坊ちゃんについて知りたいなら、坊ちゃんの部屋を調べてみたらいかがでしょう。
If you want to know more about him, why don't you see his room?
オラが案内しますよ。
I'll show you where it is.
ああ、それはぜひお願いします。
Yes, absolutely, please.
ありがとうございます、土門さん。
Thank you, Tomon.
なんてことないでさ。
It's no problem.
ただし、オラが案内したとは誰にも言わないでください。余計なことをするなと怒られちまう。
It is zebra. It is zebra print.
Just don't tell anyone I showed you where it is. I don't want anyone getting angry with me.
はい、安心してください。探偵は口が固いですから。
Don't worry, detectives are known for keeping secrets.
ありがてえでさ。では、オラはここで。
Thanks, I'll be going now.
我らに終点教のご加護あり。
Blessed be the Shuten order.
探偵もだいぶ板についてきたんじゃない？その調子その調子。
You look like a real detective now. Way to go!
うわ、びっくりした。
Whoa, that scared me. Yeah, he is okay. I'm just wondering why he's not bitter about not inheriting.
いつも突然現れますね。一体どこから？
You always appear out of nowhere. Where have...
そんなことより犬神から目を離さないように気をつけてくれよ。
Never mind that. You need to be careful not to take your eyes off of Inugami.
我々の目的はあくまでも犬神だ。その点を忘れないように。
He is our target, don't forget.
わかってますよ。
I know that. Alright, now that I've saved. Alright, so this screen is static. We have a tablet.
製造のタブレットか。
Is this Seiso's tablet?
当然セキュリティがかかっていて中を覗くことはできそうにない。
Of course, it's locked with a secure code, so we can't get in.
気になる。どうにかして確認したいな。
I'm curious, though. Is there any way of unlocking it? Well, I'm sure if we look around, we might find a clue to the password.
大きなテレビだ。とても高級なんだろうな。
It's a huge TV. I bet it was really expensive.
おや、何か貼ってある。
Oh, there's something stuck here.
製造が残した買い物のメモかな。事件には関係なさそうだけど。
It's a shopping list Seizo wrote. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with his death. Alright, but...
おや、何か貼ってある。
Oh, there's something stuck here.
製造が残したメモかな。何か数字が書いてあるけど。
Is it a note that Seizo left?
なんだろう。
It has some numbers written on it. What do they mean? Let's take a closer look.
パスは1234566。
Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
パス？何かのパスワードでしょうか。
Pass, as in password?
わからないけど、こんなところに堂々と貼っておくなんてセキュリティ意識の低いやつね。
I don't know, but that's pretty lax of him to have it written here.
それ以前にこんなわかりやすい危険なパスワードを設定している方が疑問だが。
Although I find the simpleness of the password to be more worrying. Wow, that one thing got us to 50% in this room? Well, alright.
これは製造の。当然セキュリティがかかっていて中を覗くことはできそうにない。
Alright. Some snapping item actions require selecting evidence. Use said evidence to choose correctly, then execute snapping. Alright, let's try this one.
もしかしたらパスワードってこれでしょうか。
Don't tell me that this is the password.
こんなすぐ近くにパスワード貼っておくおバカさんいるかしら。
He stuck the password right next to it? People that stupid really exist?
一応試してみます。
Let me just try it out.
あ、通った。
Ah, it worked.
いるのね、おバカさんって。
Oh, stupid people really do exist.
だが助かったじゃないか。こういうずさんな連中がいるおかげで我々の仕事も楽になるというものだ。
But this helps. People being stupid makes their job much, much easier.
あ、これはメッセージアプリの画面だ。
Ah, this is his messenger app.
やり取りしていた相手は製造さんの友人かな。
He was last talking with a friend of his?
最高にハイな気分だ。
I'm on such a high right
ど
now.
うした急に。
What's up?
そりゃ決まってるだろ。明日ついに兄貴どもに絶望を見せつけてやれるんだからよ。
You know already. Tomorrow I'm finally gonna throw my brothers into a pit of despair.
兄弟の中で最も頭がいいのは俺だってことを教えてやる。
They'll find out that I'm the smartest of all of us.
あの偉そうな陽一と陰湿クズの月次郎には吠え面かかせてやる。ざまあみろ。
Snobby Yoichi and creepy Tsukijiro are gonna cry like babies. Serves them right too.
それより例の物は
Anyway, where's the stuff?
中庭の
In the courtyard.
最後のメッセージは書きかけで終わっている。
The last message was only half finished. Yeah, it looks like Seizo was planning to do something fucked up. Maybe he faked his own death. He's really still alive. He killed the father and planted this fake will, but no, it's not possible because Inugami likely saw the will being written.
これは昨日書かれたメッセージ。つまり明日とは今日のことだ。
He wrote these messages yesterday, so by tomorrow he means today.
今日遺産相続会議で何かしようとしていたのかな。
Today? Maybe he was planning on doing something during the will reading?
兄たちを絶望に陥れるような何かを。
Something that would make his brothers fall into a pit of despair?
他には特に怪しいものはなさそうですね。
It doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here.
メッセージに書いてあった例の仏中庭のってどういう意味だろう。
What do they mean by the stuff and in the courtyard?
中庭に綺麗な建物が見えるわよ。せっかくだから探検してみない？
Ah, look! I can see a really pretty building in the courtyard. Why don't we check it out?
早く行こう。早く。
Come on, let's go! Hurry!
「なんだか不思議な建物がある。まるでガラスの鳥かごみたい。
This is such a strange structure. It kind of looks like a glass bird cage. Whee! This is so much fun!
やれやれ。レイ、操作もほどほどにな。
Ray, keep the investigating to a minimum.
ここから追い出されないように探偵っぽく振る舞っていればそれでいいんだ。
As long as you at least look like a detective, we won't be kicked out of here.
分かってますけど。
I know that, but...
それじゃあとは頼んだぞ。
Alright, we'll leave the rest to you.
ちょっと二人ともどこ行くんですか。
Hey, just where do you think you're going?
頼むと言われてもな。
He said that like it's easy.
あ、
There she is.
水野さん、ちょうどいいところに。
Miss Mizuno, perfect timing.
この建物って何ですか？もしよかったら案内してもらえると。
What is this structure? I would love it if you could take me around it.
しもべ様、どうか私に近寄らないでください。
Mr. Shimobe, I'm begging you. Don't come near me.
え？
私は今仕事中なので。
I'm working right now.
水野さん、
Miss Mizuno,
あれだけみんなから罵られたら心を閉ざしたくもなるよな。
after all the abuse she's endured, I don't blame her for keeping to herself.
どうしたらまともに話してくれるだろ
How can I get her to open up to me?
う。水野さん、あれだけみんなから罵られ、
Okay, alright, there...
どうしたらま
Oh, fuck. Alright.
どうしたらまともに話してくれるだろ
Alright, so I must have... Okay.
う。水野さんとまともに話すには少し強引に押してみるしかない。
In order for her to speak freely with me, I might have to just force her hand.
水野さん、あなたが犯人ですね。
Miss Mizuno, you're the killer, aren't you? Oh, come on.
ひどい。しもべ様も私を疑うのですね。
How could you... You suspect me too, Mr. Shimobe?
ええ、ですからこれは容疑者に対する尋問です。
I do, which is why I must question my suspect.
そういう建前にしておけば誰かに見とがめられても言い訳が立ちます。
That is what I'll say if anyone comes here and starts questioning us.
探偵と容疑者が話しているだけ、それだけのことです。
The detective is talking to a suspect. That's all.
水野さん、どうか私に協力してください。このまま事件が解決しないと。
Miss Mizuno, I need you to work with me. If this case doesn't get solved...
解決しないと？
If it doesn't...
別にくくり家の相続問題は私とは何も関係ない。
The issue of the Kukuri family inheritance has nothing to do with me.
それこそ探偵のふりをしてあさってまでブラブラしていれば犬神との取引は成立する。
Which is why I'll pretend to investigate and let the deadline pass. Then I'll get Inugami.
でも
Although...
わかりました。少しの間だけなら。
Alright, I only have a little time though.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
早速ですけど、このガラスの建物って何ですか？
Now, just what is this glass building?
これは温室です。
It's a greenhouse.
温度や湿度などを機械で一定に管理して珍しい花を栽培しています。
You can control the temperature and humidity so you can grow all sorts of rare flowers.
入り口はこちらです。案内いたしましょうか？
The entrance is this way. Shall I take you there?
はい、お願いします。
Me too. Yes, thank you.
Kukuri Kiyomasa さんは花が好きだったんですか？
Did Kiyomasa Kukuri like plants?
ええ、そのように伺っています。
Yes, so I've heard.
この温室はご主人様が趣味のために建てたとおっしゃっていました。
Apparently, this greenhouse was built so the master could pursue gardening as a hobby.
温室の中を確認することってできますか？
Can I go look inside?
はい。基本的に誰でも自由に中に入れます。
Yes, anyone can enter the greenhouse at any time.
ただし、中に入るにはこの女性用のアーチを必ずくぐらなければなりません。
However, in order to enter, you must pass under the decontamination arch.
温室内の植物に影響がないように入り口で雑菌を落としてからお入りください。
You can only enter after you've been decontaminated so you don't damage the plants.
わかりました。
Okay,
それじゃあ水野さん、ついでに中も案内してください。
so, Miss Mizuno, could you show me around the inside too?
これも操作なんですよね。
Is this part of your investigation?
ええ、まだ聞きたいことがたくさんあります。中で尋問を続けましょう。
Yes, I still have many questions I want to ask. I'll continue inside.
わかりました。それではこちらへ。
Alright, come this way.
わあ、綺麗な花ですね。なんていう花なんですか？
Wow, such a pretty flower. What is this one called?
私は存じ上げません。あまり詳しくないもので。
I have no idea. I don't know much about flowers.
温室内の管理はすべてあちらのコンソールで自動的に行われています。
Everything is being controlled automatically by that console over there.
ですから私もドモンさんも普段温室内に入るようなことはありません。
This is why neither myself nor Domon ever really come in here.
管理はほぼ全自動で 機械が行ってくれますので。
Nearly all of it is controlled by that machine.
清正さんが亡くなられて、この温室はどうなるんでしょう。
Now that Kiyomasa has died, what will happen to this greenhouse?
遺産を受け継いだ方が管理主ということになるのではないでしょうか。
I suppose it'll pass to whoever inherits.
だとすると、水野さんにもその可能性がありますよね。
Which would mean it could pass to you.
とんでもない。私なんかよりお坊ちゃまの方がふさわしいと思います。
Certainly not. The young bastards are so much more worthy than I am.
兄弟でよくここに入っていくのをお見かけしますし。
I often see them coming in here.
陽一さんたちがここに？それじゃあ製造さんも？
You mean Yoichi and the others? What about Seizo?
はい。よくここを出入りされているようでした。
Yes, I see all of them come in and out of this place.
彼らに花をめでる趣味があったようには思えないけど。
I don't see them being interested in plants.
製造のメッセージに書いてあった例の仏中庭と何か関係しているのかな。
Perhaps it has something to do with Seizo's messages? They did say the stuff and in the courtyard.
見たところここには花しかないけど。
Although looking around, there only seems to be flowers in here.
そろそろ私戻ってもいいですか？仕事がありますので。
I really should be getting back. I still have work to do.
ちょっと待ってください。まだ聞きたいことが。
Wait a minute. I still have questions. Alright. Alright, about Yori Mizuno.
水野さんはいつ頃からこの屋敷で働いているんですか？
Miss Mizuno, how long have you been working for?
ほんの2年ほど前からです。
Almost 2 years.
その頃ちょうど働いていた工場が潰れて仕事がなくて困っていたんです。
The factory that I'd been working at had decided to close and I was out of a job.
そんな折に住み込みメイドの募集を見かけて応募してみたら運よく採用していただけました。
I then saw an advertisement for a live-in maid and they most graciously employed me.
看護師経験があったのがきっと決め手になったのでしょう。
I suppose that was because I have experience in nursing.
私の役目は主に病床のご主人様のお世話でした。
My job was to take care of the master as he lay ill in bed.
清正さんは水野さんに信頼を置いていたんですね。
Kiyomasa put a lot of trust in you, Miss Mizuno.
どうでしょうか。
Did he?
私なんか別に頭も良くないし容量も悪いのでご主人様には迷惑ばかりおかけしたと思います。
I'm not smart, and I couldn't even do the basics, so I know I caused him all sorts of issues.
陽一さんや他の方々は水野さんに対していつもあんな風に当たりが強いんですか？
Are Yoichi and the others always so rough with you?
まるで弱い者いじめみたいな。
It was like they were bullying you.
私がいけないんです。私がもっとしっかりしていれば。
That is all my fault. If I had done my job better, then... Alright, we did that one perfectly. I think that's true too, Alex. I totally agree with that teacher of yours. Alright, let's ask about Kiyomasa.
くくり清正さんはどんな方でしたか？
What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kukuri?
誤解を恐れずに言えば気の優しいおじいちゃんという印象でした。
While I hope you don't misunderstand me, I thought he was quite a lovely old man.
世間的には大企業の会長であり科学の天才でもあり様々な顔をお持ちですが
He had many facades. To society, he was the CEO of a huge company and a scientific mastermind.
私に見せていた顔は死を穏やかに待つ慈愛に満ちた男性でした。
But to me, I saw the face of an old man overflowing with love, calmly awaiting death.
ご主人様はいろいろなお話をしてくださいました。 これまでの生き様とか。
The master told me many things, like his lifestyle up to then, for example.
会社の製品などについてもよく話してくださったのを覚えています。
He would often talk about his company's products to me. Alright, that's 2/3. Let's ask about the will.
遺産相続のリストにあなたの名前がありましたけど、それについてはどう思いますか？
So what do you think about your name being listed as a potential heir on the will?
なんでこんなことに。全く意味がわかりません。
I don't understand why he would do that.
ご主人様は亡くなるまで私に遺産の話をしたことはありませんでした。
An ad break is going to start in about a minute. You know the drill. I don't play during ad breaks, so enjoy the 3 minutes, and I'll see you when you get back. While he was alive, the master never spoke to me about inheriting anything.
もし事前に聞いていたら間違いなくお断りしていたと思います。
If he had, I know I would have turned him down. Ooh, that's interesting.
それは本当ですか？
Really?
やっぱりしもべ様も私を疑っておられるのですか？
I knew it. You suspect me too? So cruel.
あ、違います。念のための確認だったんです。
I was just checking. Alright, we'll have to let her talk past that
遺
point.
産相
なんでご主人様は亡くなるまでもし事前に私なんかが背負うにはあまりにも重すぎます。
Such a fortune would be too much for me to bear.
私そろそろ戻らないと。
And there's the ad break. I'll see you in 3 minutes. What joke are you talking about, Alex? Did you use the dad joke command? I'm not seeing it in the log, or are you talking about the one you used earlier? Oh, I see. Okay, I missed it. Alright. It was so cool yesterday my computer froze. My own fault, though. I left too many windows open. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I I had lunch with my sister and my mom, and that was it. I had a roast beef sandwich. Oh, we are back. Shit, I totally missed that. Ugh, alright. Alright. I have to get back. Burgers are nice. I can't keep her for much longer.
そうですね。そろそろ戻りましょう。
Okay, shall we go?
いろいろと参考になりました。ありがとうございます。
You were very helpful. Thank you.
いえ。
It's nothing.
それより、今日お泊まりいただく部屋をまだご案内していませんよね。
Anyway, you haven't been shown to your room for tonight, have you?
すでに用意してありますので、こちらへ。
It's already made up for you. This way. This is your room.
何か必要なものがありましたら、私にお申し付けください。
If there is anything you need, please let me know.
それでは、失礼いたします。
Now, if you'll excuse me.
あ、行っちゃった。
Ah, she left. Yeah,
泊
we
まる
should.
つもりなんかなかったから、何の用意もしてないんだよな。
I wasn't planning on staying, so I don't have anything with me.
まだ寝るには早いかな。
It's still too early to sleep yet.
もう少し捜査の真似事を続けてみるべきかも。
Perhaps I should pretend to investigate a little more.
もしかしたら、製造を殺した犯人がまだ屋敷の中にいるかもしれないし。
Seizo's killer might still be here in this mansion after all.
一応、周囲を調べてみよう。
Let's check it out just in case. Alright. Nothing to check here, so... we will go... I'll go to the Great Hall first.
先ほど遺産相続会議をやった大広間だ。鈴丸尾がいる。
This is the large hall where we had the meeting. Maruo Suzu is here too.
なあ、そういうことだから会社に戻れるのは明後日の午後になる。
Yeah, that's about it. I'll be back in the office in 2 days' time.
まったく、おかげでゴリ夢中だ。この先どうなるか小生にもわからん。
Ugh, things are completely up in the air right now. Even I don't know how this will end.
それじゃ頼んだぞ。
Okay, thanks.
おや、君、捜査は進んでいるのかね？
Oh, it's you. Is your investigation going well?
いえ、まだ何も。
No, not yet.
迅速に処理したまえ。それが君の仕事だろう。
You'd better get to it then. That's your job, remember?
それとも君は自分の仕事も満足にできないのか？
Or are you not satisfied with your line of work anymore?
会長の遺産の行方は我が社の未来を左右するんだ。それなのにこんなことになって。
The CEO knew his will would affect the company's future, so why did it come to this?
頭が痛いよ、まったく。
Ugh, my head hurts, damn it.
ついでに少しお話を伺ってもいいですか？
Could I ask you a few questions?
手早く済ませろ。小生は忙しいんだ。
Make it snappy. I'm a very busy person. Yeah. Alright. We'll ask him about himself.
鈴さんはくくり家とどういう関係ですか？
What is your relationship with the Kukuri family, Mr. Suzu?
小生はくくり化学薬品工業に長年勤めている。
I have been working at Kukuri Pharmaceuticals for a very long time.
会長が現役だった当時はその右腕として尽力させていただいたものだ。
When the CEO was well, I was his right-hand man.
今では会長に代わって小生が経営の主要な決定を行っている。
So right now, I am acting in his place and making all the managerial decisions for the company.
陽一さんが経営を引き継いだんじゃないんですか？
So Yuichi isn't taking over management then?
バカを言うな。誰があんなドラ息子に。
Don't be stupid. Who would listen to such a pathetic excuse for a son?
彼は形だけの役員に過ぎん。遊び半分で経営に口を出すものだから、社員は迷惑している。
He's there as a formality. He interrupts management for fun and it's getting in the way.
会社を動かせるのは小生のように実務経験を長年積んだものでなければならない。
The only person who can run such a company is someone with a lot of experience, like me.
まあ、君のような社会経験もなさそうなチンチクリンに何を言ってもわからんだろうが。
Though I expect someone still green behind the ears like yourself wouldn't understand. Alright, there's definitely more. Let's see.
小生は会長が現役だった。
That's
今で
fine.
は会長に代わって小生が経営の会社を動かせるのは小生のように実務経験を長年。なんだ。
What are you doing? It's so creepy. Alright.
小生はくく会長が現役。今では会長に代わって小生が経営の主要な決定を。なんだ。
Okay. Shit.
小生はくくり化学薬品工業に長年勤めてい
Alright, I'm
る。
gonna save here and I'm probably just gonna cheat by like reloading.
会長が現役だった当時はその右腕としてなんだ。何の
No, no, no.
不愉快だな君は。小生はくくり化学薬品工業に長年勤めている。くくり化学薬品工業
Alright, here
は
we go.
この国で一二を争う巨大企業だ。
Kukuri Pharmaceuticals is one of the top companies in this country.
いかにも世間知らずといった感じの君でもその名前は知っていただろう。
Even someone who doesn't seem to know anything about the world would have heard that name.
我が社で働けるというのは誉れ高き優秀なものということなのだよ。
Working at our company is a huge honor. We only employ the best people.
まあ、君には無縁なことかもしれないがね。
So, I suppose it would be impossible for you. Alright, so then that's all we got there.
亡くなられた清正さんはあなたの目から見てどんな方でしたか？
What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kukuri in your eyes?
会長の生み出した化学薬品がどれほど終点強国の発展に寄与したことか。
His products have contributed so much to the development of the Shuten order.
医薬品の分野では我が社の製品のシェア率が8割を超えている。
When it comes to pharmaceuticals, our company has over 80% of the market.
工業品の分野では我が社の触媒により半導体の製造が 44% も増えた。
In manufacturing, we produce over 44% of the semiconductors used here.
会長がいなければ今の我々の生活はなかった。それだけ偉大な方なのだよ。
If it wasn't for him, our lives would have been different. That's just how great of a man he was. Alright.
なんだ。何の真似だ。不愉快だな君は。会長がいな。
Alright, that's 17%. There's nothing I can really snap my fingers at through
亡く
this.
なられ
会長、医薬品の分野では我が社の工業品の分野。
Yeah,
会
like,
長が
alright, about
遺
the
言
will.
状の
This ought
内
to
容
be
につ
good.
いてはどう思いましたか？
What do you think about the will?
意味不明、理解不能だよ。正直言ってね。
It's nonsensical nonsense, to be honest anyway.
3人の息子に分配されるのは想定の範囲内だが、
I understand if splitting the inheritance between his sons.
まさかそこにメイドまで紛れ込んでくるとはね。
But to put the maid on there as well.
果たして会長は何をお考えだったのか。
What on earth was he thinking?
いずれにしてもこのままでは会社の危機だ。
Alright, in any case, the company is in danger.
なんだ、何の真似だ。不愉快だな君は。会長がいなければ。
Alright.
遺言状の
意味不3人まさか。果たしていずれにしても経営権が彼らの手に渡ってしまうくらいならいっそ。
If its management went to any of them, then perhaps I should.
いや、
No.
今のは聞かなかったことにしてくれ。
Forget I said anything. Alright, that's only 25%.
おっと電話だ。この辺で失礼していいかね。
Oh, I've got a call. Is that all?
はい、ありがとうございました。
Yes, thank you.
君、ドラ息子たちから目を離さないようにしたまえ。
Make sure you keep an eye on the useless sons.
彼らは今まで会長の金で好き勝手してきた男たちだ。
They have been using the CEO's money without a thought in the world.
私利私欲のためなら平気で他人を犠牲にする。
They would definitely get rid of anyone if it was in their self-interest.
自分の取り分を増やすためには、たとえ兄弟だろうと平気で手にかけるだろう。
I'm sure they wouldn't care if it meant killing one of their own to get a bigger share.
そのうちきっとボロを出すはずだ。それを見逃すなよ。
I'm sure one of them will slip up soon. Make sure you catch them in the act.
はあ。
Right.
頼りない返事だな。そんなことでは社会でやっていけんぞ。
What an uncertain reply. You won't get far in society like that.
君に期待した小生がバカだった。小生は忙しいんだ。失礼する。
I was a fool for expecting anything from you. Now I'm busy, so I'll be going now. Alright, that's 1/3. This must be...
まだ時間があるし、もう少し調べようか。
I still have some time, so perhaps I'll do some more investigating. Alright, I understand now. Not everybody's gonna have stuff you can snap your fingers at. And, more importantly... Alright. With nothing else to check out here... We'll go to Kiyomasa's room.
くくり家一族の部屋が並ぶ廊下だ。
This hallway connects to all of the Kukuri family bedrooms.
くくり清正がどうしてあんな遺言状を残したのか。
Just why did Kiyomasa Kukuri leave such a will?
清正の部屋を調べたら何かわかるかもしれない。
Perhaps if I search his room, I might find the answer to that question.
部屋はどこにあるんだろう。誰かに聞かないとわからないな。
Where is his room, though? If I don't ask someone, I'll never find it.
おさっとつっちゃってんじゃねえよ。びっくりしたじゃねえか。
Why were you standing there like that? You just scared the hell out of me.
すみません。
Sorry.
たく。
Damn it.
清正さんの部屋を探しているんですけど。
I'm looking for Mr. Kiyomasa's room.
じじいの部屋？ああ、それならここだよ。
The old man's room? Ah, it's that one.
あ、ここですか。ありがとうございます。
Oh, this one? Thank you.
この人、今ここから出てきたよな。
This guy just came out from there.
お前まさかじじいの部屋に入ろうってつもりじゃないだろうな。
Don't tell me you're planning on going into the old farts room.
捜査のつもりか何か知らないが、なんだか怪しいな。
You might just be investigating or whatever, but I find you really suspicious.
ああ、わかったぞ。しあのメイドと同じタイプか。
Ah, I know. I figured it out. You're just like that maid.
クリ家の財産をちょろまかそうって魂胆だ。
You're trying to steal the Kukuri fortune as well.
私はそんな。
I would never. I don't like him either.
だったら屋敷の中をうろつくんじゃねえよ。
That's why you're skulking around here.
でも製造さんの件もありますし、このままだと遺産相続会議も滞りなく行われるかどうか。
But after Seizo's incident, the meetings about the inheritance will be delayed.
犯人はあのメイドに決まってんだろ。
The maid was the killer, right?
ごちゃごちゃ言ってないで、早くあいつから相続権を取り上げろよ。
So stop blabbering and take away her right to our inheritance.
そういうわけには。
I can't really do that.
相続を円滑に進めるためにも、どうか捜査に協力してください。
In order for the inheritance to go ahead, I need you to cooperate with me.
なんだよ、捜査って。
Cooperate, huh? Alright, we'll ask about him.
月次郎さんは現在、この屋敷で暮らしているんですか？
Tsukijiro, are you currently living here in this mansion?
ああ、なんか文句あるか？
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
いい年して実家で引きこもりだってバカにしたいのか？
Are you gonna make fun of me for being a shut-in and still living with Daddy? No.
俺に言わせれば、毎日神経すり減らしてアクセク働いてる連中こそバカす。
I think those guys who go out and work their asses off every day are the stupid ones.
それじゃあ普段は何を？
Then how do you spend your time?
オンラインで大金を動かしている。
I manage large sums of money online.
お前が1年かけても稼げない金を俺は1秒の間に手にしてるんだ。
I can get more money in a second than you could earn in a year.
株取引でもしてるのかな？それともオンラインカジノ？
Does he mean through stock exchanges or through online gambling?
とても稼いでいるようには見えないけど、ひょっとしたら借金もあったりして。
He doesn't look like he's got much money. Perhaps he's in debt? I'm gonna try snapping my fingers at that one.
いい年して、お前が1年かけても稼げない金を俺は1秒の間に手にしてるんだ。なんだお前。
Nope. Alright, that was dumb. Alright, let's ask about Kiyomasa.
清正さんとは仲が良かったんですか？
Did you get along with your father?
はあ、あの口汚いじじいと？
Huh? With that foul-mouthed old fart?
あいつはいつも俺のことをバカにしていたよ。
He was always making fun of me.
ろくに働きもせずに家でぐうたらしてるって。
He would call me a good-for-nothing slacker.
だから俺は言ってやったよ。今のお前だってそうだろってな。
So I told him, you're no better than me now.
清正は病気で伏せっていたのでは？
But Kiyomasa was bedridden due to illness.
どんだけ威張ってても最後はああなるんだから。とんだ笑い話だな。
His pride couldn't save him from what happened to him. Makes me laugh. Let's try that one.
なんだお前も
What
俺を
the
バ
fuck
カに
is
して
the
るんだ
fucking
な。
point of the snapping function if none of these are worth actually pressing him on?
清正。
はあいろだか
I
ら
guess what happened means his death.
どんだ
Alright, we're halfway through this. And now about the will.
遺言状を聞いてどう思いましたか？
What do you think about the will?
じじいが血迷ったかと思ったね。実際病気で頭がおかしくなってたんじゃね。
I thought the old fart had lost his mind. Illnesses can make you do that after all.
そうでもなけりゃあのメイドに遺産を残そうなんて考えるはずねえだろ。
Otherwise, he never would have left anything to that maid.
あのクソ女 うまいことじじいに取り入りやがって。
She totally buttered him up.
どうせ女の武器を使いまくってんだろ。女だからって許さねえぞ、俺は。
I bet she used her feminine charms to get him. I won't forgive her just because she's a woman. Alright.
これ以上聞き出せることはなさそうだな。
It looks like I won't get much more from him.
引き止めてしまってすみません。
I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time.
製造さんを殺害した犯人はまだ近くにいるかもしれませんので、
Seizo's
気をつけて
killer
ください。
Seizo's killer might still be close by, so please be careful.
俺が女に負けるわけねえだろ。
No way I'm gonna lose to a woman. Oh yeah, I mean, there's no shame in still living with your parents. Alright. That's 2/3 of the way there.
まだ時間があるし、もう少し調べ。
Alright. We'll
庭に大きな池がある。
do this and then I'll call it a stream. There's a huge pond in the garden. It looks like they're keeping koi in it.
あれは長男の奥さんのくくりみきだ。
That's the eldest Kukuri-san's wife, Miki Kukuri.
池の鯉に餌をやっているのかな。
Is she feeding the koi?
餌が欲しいの？ねえ、ほらどうしたの？もっと欲しがってみなさいよ。
Do you want some food? Yes. Oh, what's wrong? Show me how much you want it.
醜いわね。
How disgusting. Yeah, I know. I started earlier so I could go a little longer because last night I was really exhausted and I didn't realize it until after I started streaming. But yeah, no. We made some good progress.
何見てんのよ。
What are you looking at?
すみません。その屋敷の周辺を見回ってまして。
I'm sorry. I was just looking around.
ついでなので、もしよかったらお話を聞かせてください。
While I'm here, allow me to ask you a few questions. Alright, let's ask her about her.
陽一さんと結婚されて長いんですか？
Have you been married to Yoichi long?
なんであんたにプライベートを話さなきゃならないの？
Why do I have to talk to you about something so private?
一応これは捜査ですから。
It's just for my investigation.
そもそもあんた何者？
Who are you anyway?
法務省のお偉いさんが何か勘違いしてるみたいだけど、あんたに従う義理はないのよね。
The Ministry of Justice guy seems to have the wrong idea about you. I don't have to answer you.
で、あんたどこの大学出てるの？どこの家系？収入は？
So where did you graduate? What's your surname? How much money do you make?
出自も答えられないような底辺が一人前に私にものを尋ねるんじゃないわよ。
You can't answer me, then you have no right to ask anything of me.
あんたも死んだらいいんだわ。早く死んでねえ。
You should just go die as well. Hurry up. Go to hell.
すみません。
Sorry. There's nothing I can really about Kiyomasa.
くくり清正さんとは親しかったんですか？
Were you close to Kiyomasa Kukuri at all? Yeah, she's a total Karen. She definitely gives off gold digger vibes for sure.
あ？あのケチじじいと？冗談じゃないわね。
Huh? With that stingy old fart? Don't make me laugh.
うちの旦那は長男だというのに生活費の工面もしぶりやがって。
Oh, she wasn't married to Kiyomasa. Wait, who was she married to? Oh, right, she's married to Yuichi. Okay, Okay. Still, my point stands about this. My husband, he was so reluctant to cover our living expenses.
その上遺産は当分ですって。しかも余計なこぶつきで。
And now he wants us to share our inheritance? And with that useless lump too?
思い出すだけでイライラしますわ。
Just remembering it all annoys me.
死ね死ね。
Go to hell. Go directly to hell. I think I want to press her about the living expenses.
あのケチじじい、うちの旦那は長男だというのに生活費うるさいわね。今すぐここで死になさいよ。
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna reload that. About the will.
については
So about the will.
あんなもの無効よ、無効は。
That thing is invalid. Invalid, okay?
うちの旦那が一番多くもらえなきゃ不公平ってもんでしょ。あんな遺言状認めないわ。
It's not fair unless my husband gets the most. I won't allow that will to go through.
だってそうでしょ。うちの旦那は長男なのよ。
That's how it's supposed to be. My husband's the eldest.
ケチじじいが認めた長男なの。だからたくさんもらう権利があるの。
Even that stingy old fart said so. He has the right to get the majority of the money.
何より許せないのはあの寄生虫よ。
But I'll never forget that damn parasite.
寄生虫
Parasite?
ケチじじいにまんまと取り入って大金を奪っていこうとする強欲女。
That greedy woman who got all cozy with the old fart so she could steal our fortune from us.
あの女だけは絶対に許せないわ。
I will never forgive her. Alright, I gotta press her on something here.
かなり冷静さを欠いてるな。この人と話して
Or
も
maybe
埒が
not.
明かない。そろそろ切り上げよう。
She has totally lost her cool. I don't think I'll get much out of her now, so I'll just stop.
いろいろお話しくださってありがとうございました。もし何か気づいたことがあれば。
Thank you for answering my questions. If you see something, though...
死ね死ね死ね。
怖っ。早くどこかへ行こう。
Whoa, I should just go. Alright. And that's where we're gonna call it.
そろそろ
Who should I
部屋
raid
に
out
戻ろう
to?
かな。
Alright. I should go back to my room. Once he's back in the room... Once she's back in the room, I'm gonna save.
Yeah, 会いたかったよ、honey.
Alright, this is where we'll leave off. We've had enough craziness and cringe for one night. I'll be back with this on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start probably around 8 o'clock to play Blueprints and try, you know, just a little earlier to make up for the lost time since I didn't play it last week. Who is online that I can raid out to? You know what? I'm gonna raid out to Doom Casta. He is playing Pragmata on Lunatic mode. So that is who I will leave you with. Very charming guy. I followed someone into raid into him. So alright, so the raid has been started. You have a good night, Alex. And I'll see you all tomorrow with Blueprints. Good night, everyone.